before, so she kind of looks in the mirror and like sniffs it.
I mean, you've seen yourself in reflections in pools and things, right?
But that's different. This isn't water.
No, but you can think of it kind of like the same thing. It's just you can't drink this.
Why would you have non-drinkable water? You can just carry water.
Well, it's not for drinking, it's for looking at yourself in, like a reflection in a pond.
I don't get it. You could just go to a pond.
Yeah, but you can carry this around with you, it's more convenient.
It's weird.
Well, I mean, you wanted to see what the moss looks like, and rather than having to go out and find a pond, you can just use that. No?
That does have a cool idea behind it. Maybe you can sell it and other people will want one.
Possibly. I think a lot of people already have them. It can be useful for like looking around corners as well, if you don't want to just walk straight around.
Why would you not want to walk straight around a corner?
Well, what happens if you hear a scary noise just around the corner?
You can peep round the corner.
Yeah, but you could peep around with this, and it's less noticeable, perhaps, than like
Zoe,
your entire head.
Zoe holds the mirror out from the cart to try and look behind the cart with the mirror to see what Zebus means. Rebus.
To look behind the cart. I should emphasise the back of the cart is the part that's open.
Ah, sorry.
So you'd be looking to the front of the cart, I think is what you mean. Or like to the side or
Yeah,
something.
sorry. Sorry. Yeah. So I stick the mirror out and I look into the mirror. Yes.
Yeah, you can see round without having to actually poke your head out.
There you go. See, you can see what's coming.
But don't they see your hand in the mirror?
They might do, but if they're aggressive, then that's like a less dangerous body part for them to attack.
Ooh, that's a really clever idea. You're really smart.
I know. I'm still gonna try and learn how to do wizardy stuff like Warren does.
Ooh. You know, it's really easy. You just think about what you want to happen, and the world makes it happen.
Okay. Um, cool. We could spend the next few hours you training me in that.
Zoe being a terrible teacher, telling him to just imagine what he wants, and saying it will just happen if he just imagines what he wants. Tries to explain how to use magic in that way.
Uh, could you both roll Arcana for me?
Okay.
Actually, my Arcana might be better than yours.
Probably, but I didn't roll terribly.
You roll better than me. Oh no, we're both the same plus ones.
Yeah.
Okay, 14 and 16, that's not bad. I'm just quickly trying to fix something on my technical end here.
Yeah, no, take your time. Take your time.
So basically, you think really, really hard, and you be really, really nice to the plants, and the plants will give you in return the ability to make them stronger.
Nice. That's quite clever.
Yes, the plants are really clever.
I don't know if it's working yet for me, but that's definitely something for me to be thinking about. I appreciate the time you've taken to kind of teach me these things. It's an interesting perspective. I feel like I do have a much better understanding.
Just keep trying it. Maybe if you keep a little plant with you. And Zoe rummages through her hair where she keeps a lot of different kinds of plantation on purpose, like just weeds that she picks up and other like useless plants that she just likes. She starts ruffling through her hair and grabbing them and going, "Look, just keep some of these with you," and puts a thistle in your hand that looks quite wilted.
Cool. I will look after that and keep that about my person.
after these 3 hours are up, you do roll into Town Village. They come to a stop next to this building up top here. I'll summon you guys in again. Here we go. So you guys are about here when you get off the cart.
Cool.
And they kind of wave by to you like, thanks for the help back there, guys. I don't know if we would have been able to do it without you.
Yeah, no problem. If you do happen to see any of those people that we mentioned to you, the descriptions, just let them know that we're alive and well and looking for them, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course. Maybe
Much
ask around,
appreciated.
and around town as well. Maybe they've heard something.
Yeah, actually, do you happen to know who raised the question of the earthquakes? We saw a wee bit of paper on a bulletin board in the city, whose name I totally remember.
We're not natives here. I'm afraid we are just delivering to the shop. Your best
Oh,
luck would
okay.
probably be the town hall.
Cool. No, well, thanks very much for your time. Which building do you think looks like the town hall, Zilly?
It's probably a really big one. And Zilly closes her eyes and spins round in a circle to try and figure out which one it is.
Shot this out is all a disaster.
We're
Choose
not
one.
playing ham and ale, you know.
We'll find it. Luck is usually really nice to me.
Okay.
Yeah, she closes her eyes, points her hand out, and spins rapidly in a circle. And stops in a random place to point her hand in a random direction so she can find the town hall that way.
Okay.
Which random direction do you point in?
um, and can I roll 1d8, figure out like which way I point?
Yeah, I mean, if you weren't gonna choose, I was gonna be really mean. So
This way.
Okay.
This-
Maybe if we start in the center of town, like near the well.
Yes, that's a good idea. Oh, we could leave a message for our friends at the well.
Yeah, or we could look around, see if there's a tavern to ask for them, or as the other guy said, maybe if we head for town hall or something. There must be something around here where people congregate.
True. And we can pay them in spoons.
You can, I can. I don't have any.
Oh, I'm sorry. If I had that many spoons, I'd give you some.
That's okay. Looking around the center of looking around the village center, for want of a better word.
yeah.
Do any of these buildings have any kind of sort of signage or anything that indicates what they might be, or?
There is one that has like the like a sign that says the Red Glow Tavern. That's the only one around that really seems to be the Red Glow Tavern and Town Hall. Sorry.
Ah. Well, let's head for that one then.
Just quickly saw on the map.
Yeah, take your time. Yeah.
Just while Rebus is looking around, Zilly's gonna start with her rusty spoon. She's gonna start drawing in the middle of the town center on the floor a picture of her and Rebus next to each other, looking sad, and in stick figures, drawing the friends next to them with a question mark next to them. Instead of writing, she's not very good at writing.
All right.
To leave a message for the friends. They walk through the village, they'll see the picture of Zillion Rebus.
Okay.
Stickman, Zillion Rebus.
Hang on. There you go. Circle enough.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you head into the Red Glow Tavern and Town Hall.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. There you go. There we go. Ignore like the food on the table and stuff.
Sure.
It's very red in here.
Maybe somebody died.
Does red mean somebody died?
Well, no, but like, when you cut people open and then like they bleed.
Maybe they use the red to hide the blood.
Maybe.
That's a clever idea.
That's your idea. It's a nice one.
Okay. You see that there's someone at the counter that kind of looks up at you as you come in, and kind of like smiles as you come in.
Yeah.
It's not often we get visitors around here.
Oh, sorry, Zilly. I'm gonna move out of the way and pick Zilly up and put her on the seat so that she can kind of see.
Oh,
Hello.
hello there. That's another
Hi. You haven't happened to have seen a tiefling woman or a fairly thin elvish maiden or a young
and a
man?
guy with a metal arm.
Aye, that's right.
Yeah. We scooped them out of the river. They were floating downstream. They're lucky we found them. Really, they were in quite bad state when we did.
Oh, well, thank you. Where are they? Can we see them? We're actually part of the same group.
Right. Well, they are recovering upstairs. I'm not sure if any of them are actually awake at the minute.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Well, that's a relief. Good to know that they're in safe hands. I feel like that deserves a toast. Zilly, do you want a drink?
First, how do we know for sure these are the same people? There could be a lot of people, humans with funny arms and tieflings.
Altogether?
Most definitely, yes. Because there are a lot of people and yeah, I don't know. I was
Okay.
just
No,
wondering.
that's fine.
Proof of life.
Well,
Sure.
feel free to head
By
up and have a look if you really want to. I mean, I'm not going to stop you.
yeah, if you want to head up there, Zilly, you can have a quick check on them. Make sure that they're okay.
Silly kind of jumps down and really quickly runs upstairs. Just to be sure.
Okay. Uh, there's the room is kind of you've got the hallway and there's stuff along it, and then there's only like two rooms. One of them is locked, which is at the far end, but the one that's closest to the stairs, which I'm assuming you open up.
Yep.
As you open up, you see that there is about 5 beds in there, and there's like two people that appear to be tending to your friend's wounds, and you can see that these are indeed the members of your group.
Ooh, that's really good. Can she, am I, yeah, I mean, can she walk up to, Warren and, draw a face on him, like while he's asleep?
You can attempt to.
You know, like a curling mustache and big glasses sort of thing.
Roll me a stealth check, please.
Still.
Okay, yeah. That definitely beats that passive perception. Yep, you managed to draw, I'm assuming, glasses and curly moustache on him.
Yep, and then Zoe runs back down.
Okay.
Um, well, okay, they're up there, yeah? Same people.
They are the same people, but Warren looked a little funny, so I made sure to fix his face up a little bit.
I've always said his face needs fixing.
Yes, so I fixed it.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for taking in our friends. Can we repay you for that? Obviously, I fully appreciate that, room and board and tending is not going to be free.
Oh, well, yes, of course, we're happy to help anyone in need, especially them. Well, like, it was sliced up. Uh, yes, if you wish to pay, and he pulls out, like, a book and places it down and flips through a couple pages. It seems like... Ah, yes. There'll be 2 gold for the rooms, and then 5 silver for the medical supplies.
Oh, blimey, that's great. I'm just going to put down 3 gold. Thanks.
Oh, thank you. He starts counting out silver change for you.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Do you by any chance happen to know, there was a report that the reason that we came down is there was a note on a bulletin board in the city for investigating earthquakes in this area.
The earthquakes. Yes, we sent that out with the courier, like a week ago. We were wondering if anybody was actually coming. Is that
Well,
why you guys are here?
it is, yes. Yes, we thought that we would try to find out the cause and hopefully resolve it for you as well if we can.
That'd be wonderful. That's caused no end of issues in town. We've had to reinforce quite a few things to make sure they don't get destroyed during the earthquakes. And pretty much just as he says earthquakes, you feel the whole ground kind of rumble, and it's like one of the mugs falls off on his end, and he kind of just catches it without looking, puts it back on the counter. But it doesn't last very long at all. You see what I mean?
I don't like that. That scares me.
Yeah, I think I see what you mean. I'm sure it's fine, Zilly. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I mean, the earth moves, so.
Why does it have to move though? It could just stay really, really still for us.
Well, that's what we're here to find out.
Stop the scary moving.
Sorry?
We'll stop the scary earth moving.
Sure. Yeah, that's the plan. Could you tell us how long has it been doing this? Is this something that's happened for a long time, or is it recently? Has it gotten worse, or?
Well, it started about 7 weeks ago, but it seems to be getting a little, they seem to get a little stronger at times, and we fear it might be something that's kind of more approaching us rather than it might be something digging under the ground. That's more what we're worried about. We just want to confirm whether it's, an actual creature or if it's something. So the area around us is just reforming or something silly like that.
Ah, I see. And has there been any kind of, have you like noticed anything in terms of like, have any like, I don't know, like sinkholes appeared, or has there been any like, I mean, if it's a beast, then have any like livestock gone missing, or any kind of indication of something feeding, or just anything you can tell us, really?
Oh, I believe Mr. Jerkins was quite in hysterics the other night, saying he saw something, but everyone kind of just shrugged him off because he's a pretty crazy old man. Um, it might have some truth to it, but like I said, he's a crazy old man, so I wouldn't believe it if I were you.
Okay, well, I mean, it sounds like it's at least a source that we should perhaps check out. Sorry, Mr. Jerkins, yes?
Yes.
And where might we find him at this sort of time?
He's probably either fishing at his cabin or sleeping in his cabin. It's just on the outskirts of town, just past the bridge down there.
Ah, thank you.
Was there anything else I could do for you guys?
Is there anything that you want, Zilly? Do you want, how are you feeling? Do you want some grub, or should we go on and talk to this Mr. Jerkins chap?
I'm okay to eat a little bit later, but there is one thing. When Warren wakes up, the one with the weird arm, can you not tell him he has anything on his face?
Ah, well, what? Why? I think if there's anything on his face, it would probably be cleaned by the nurses by now.
Oh no, tell them not to clean his face. And Zilly quickly runs upstairs.
He kind of like just looks at you, Rufus, as Silly wants back upstairs.
I
Uh,
have no idea.
uh, yeah, I think is she like drawing on his face?
I have no idea. Maybe. It kind of sounds like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, Zilly. Sure enough, as you go back in the room, his face has been wiped clean.
Zilly goes up to the nurses and says, "No, who cleaned his face?"
Oh well, it was us, of course. Who else? We're tending to them. We have to look after them. They're quite
Yes,
injured.
but that was a fun. That was a fun. It would make him happy when he woke up and he saw it.
Well, if you're sure, you can always do it again, and we won't wipe it off this time.
Zilly happily saunters up to him, and this time, rather than just glasses and a swirly mustache, she draws completely all over his face in any like funny pattern she can think of. Nothing crude or anything, just yeah.
Okay. All right then.
Just because.
Is he gonna have like the white hand of Sauron, but instead it's gonna be like the dirty hand of Zilly?
Ah, yeah, he has that on the side of his face, but it's hard to see amongst all the other doodles. Like there is just so many doodles on his face. Lily just had a bit of a blast there, and yeah, yeah, Zilly is nice, I swear.
There is nothing wrong with being creative. Just exploring that creativity, right?
Yes.
Um, Is Warren all good?
Yes, he will be much happier when he wakes up now.
Yeah, sure he will. Um, well, let's go and have a wee chat with this Mr. Jerkins. Again, barkeep, thank you so much for your time and assisting us with our friends. We were quite worried when we came to and couldn't find them, so really is the relief to know that they're here and safe.
Ah, wait. When you guys came to, were you do you mind telling us what happened? We're quite curious where they got these scratches from.
Um, well, we were actually coming here anyway, and there was like a big kind of stone bridge that was probably wide enough for a couple of carts. It was huge and very, very long. Um, and we were crossing it, and some of the kind of statues kind of started animating. Um, and that's kind of the last thing we saw because we kind of got sort of pushed off of the bridge, so we didn't actually see what happened to our friends. But yeah, that's kind of the last thing we remember.
Ah, I see. Well, probably better not to go back to that bridge.
No, probably not. Actually, have you heard of a bridge like that? We were talking to a couple of travelers, and they seemed to be quite um, ignorant of it, and we weren't sure if that was because we're pretty sure it was in this area.
Ah, yeah, yeah, we've heard of it.
Oh,
There's, we believe there's someone that keeps, uh, we believe there's someone that keeps luring people to the bridge. Because occasionally we'll find a body kind of cut up like your friends were. Uh, at least that confirms that it is certainly the bridge.
I see. Well, I will look forward to catching up with the person that advised us to go that way then.
Oh, well. Maybe try and persuade them not to send anyone else down that way.
Quite sounds like it's not entirely transparent as a thing. Silly, do you remember anything about that guy?
Hmm. I'm afraid not, no.
No, me neither. I'm sure the others will remember, though. I think they kind of pay attention to those things a wee bit more.
I just remember having chocolate cake.
Ah, cool. Well, anyway, yes, let's go and see if we can find this Mr. Jackins again. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry, of course. My name is Revis, by the way, and this is Zilly. Again, thank you very much for attending to our colleagues.
Of course. I mean, we originally thought they were dead. They were, especially the tiefling was very beat up. But we're glad to know that they are not. But of course,
Good to know. Cool. All set, Zilly. Shall we head off?
Silly turns around and starts to head off, looking a little saddened hearing how badly hurt Rose had been.
I'm sure he's over dramatizing it. Rose is tough.
okay. You guys head towards Jack and Side.
Yeah. If we head out Head out a little bit outside of town and yeah, go in search of this Mr. Jerkins. Is that like a massive privy?
Yeah.
Awesome. I will look forward to making use of that later.
Seely's gonna climb inside it first.
I would say, given the last time you climbed inside something like that, maybe don't.
Nah, Silly just needed to quickly visit it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
To do anything, or just felt the need to visit it?
But felt the need to visit.
Understood.
Okay. Did I actually move you guys to the map? Yeah, I did. Okay.
Yeah.
So after a little while, you do find this path that leads away. And yeah, you can tell this leads to Jerkin's house.
Well, this is quite a quaint little village, isn't it? You got like next door coastline. You got some boats and things to do a wee bit of fishing and whatnot.
Really weird village. It's got so many people.
I mean, compared to the city, it's not that busy.
True. I think there are too many people at the city.
I'm inclined to agree with you. Feels very oppressive.
Yes.
Well, I can see a guy at the end of the pier. Shall we see if that's this Jerkins chap that we need to talk to?
Sounds like a good idea.
Any thoughts on what we should ask him?
How old is he?
Yeah, that's a good question. Anything else? Actually, should we discuss what we're going to ask him before we talk to him?
Maybe we should discuss how old he was when the earthquake like thingies started.
Yeah, that's a good one. And we can ask him what he saw and when and where.
Yes.
Okay, so what, when, where?
And what his favourite colour is.
Aye, that's always an important one. Should there be a how? Because I feel like we haven't got a how in there, have we? Got what, when, where, a how, and a who.
Yes. Because for all we know, the who is him.
Do you think he's behind the earthquakes?
Zilly looks around the corner at him, she walks up, spends quite a little while just glaring at him from around the corner before running back and saying, I don't think so, but he might be.
Okay. I mean, if he might be, then maybe we should. All right. Do you want?
He is kind of like sitting there. He has like a fishing rod cast out, and he seems to kind of like be asleep on like a chair that you sit up there.
Do you want to play like? Do you want to try and like intimidate him into like telling us what happened, or do you think it'll be better to be like persuasive, or?
Ooh, we could do that cool thing. I heard somebody talking about it, where the big scary one, me, threatens to kill him, and then the cute, nice one, you, is really nice to him.
Yeah, I like that. That sounds like a good plan. Okay, so you're gonna threaten him, and I will try to hold you back, and then that way he'll tell us more than he thinks he knows.
Yes, and
Okay.
Zoe pulls out of her bag to look more threatening one of the cobalt tails and starts hitting it against her hand like a club sort of thing.
Okay, all right. I'm ready. You go in first, and yeah, see how it goes.
Zoe walks up to him and slaps him in the face with the end of the cobalt tail, not to harm him, but kind of to wake him up in the same way that you'd hit someone gently on the side of the head to wake him up, except I do it with the rotting, dismembered cobalt tail.
This is gonna kill my voice.
You don't kill your voice over it.
Okay, pretend this is in like an old, gruff, kind of old man voice.
So,
As you smack him, he wakes up. Hang on. Oh, sorry, thought I was about to sneeze. As you smack him, he does kind of wake up with a jolt and like immediately pulls out like a knife and starts like kind of pointing it at you and shouting at you, saying, "What you doing here? This is private property. You can't go around smacking people."
You've got to tell us everything. Tell us everything right now, and we'll leave you with all your limbs intact.
I'll cut your throat. I was in the fucking war.
I'm gonna put my hand on Zilly's head for once, because I think trying to reach her shoulder, I'd have to bend down and just kind of like pull her back slightly. Mr. Jackins, is it?
Jackins. But what? You don't wake someone by smacking them.
You'll have to excuse my friend's exuberance. We'd just been talking with the people in town about these earthquakes, and they were saying that you might have some additional information for us. We're actually here to try and find the cause and perhaps even solve it.
Well, nobody in town seems to believe me, but the hill up there, and he like points like across this big old lake that he's fishing in. It's not huge. No, it is huge. It is pretty damn big. And you can see that there's several rivers flowing off of it and into it. And on the other side is a pretty sizable kind of mountain. It's not super far away, but it's kind of far enough away to be like 1 or 2 hours. And it's a pretty big hill, and he just pointing over there says, "I saw man on top of that, throwing shit."
A man, like a man, you say, like looking into the distance and seeing how far away this mountain is. I appreciate you can't tell me what I think, but can Revis kind of look at that and think if I saw a person on that, I could even see them from here, or?
Probably not a normal sized person, no.
Okay. Do you mean like I mean like a normal person? Because like that's a long way. I mean, I don't know how good your eyesight is, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think I could see that far.
Well, then you must be blinder than a bat on bat.
I'm gonna like go on. I'm letting go, Zilly, if I'm being insulted. So
Zoe runs up to him and says, "If you call my friend a blind bat, I will turn you into a frog."
I don't even know what a bat on bat is. I meant to say a bat being hit with a bat, but get this cretin away from me, and he kind of like jabs towards you as you start to approach.
Zoe's just going to try and bite him. Not like to hurt, but bite him to kind of cling on to him, sort of thing, so that he can't get her away from him. But without like sinking into the flesh, like trying to get his clothes, basically.
Roll to hit, please.
Try to hit him. Aiming for the clothes. Oh, did that roll? Or...
No, it didn't. Oh, we're not having this issue again, are we? Reeves, can you try one of your actions?
Yeah. Yeah, if you
Ah.
right click it and then just do a normal roll. They're obviously doing some more updates.
Give me a second and...
That's fun.
Okay.
Wow, good roll.
Okay, that does not hit.
I'm aiming for the clothes, not for him.
As you go for him, he seems to almost like shimmer as he kind of like bounces back a bit. Like 5 feet. And it's like, don't you try that, you goat.
Why are you shimmering? Are you magical?
None of your business. Now, are you here to solve this bloody earthquake or not?
Here we are. But I think
Instead
my
of
friend has a
attacking me.
point. I think my friend has a point, though. What? You're clearly not just some crazy drunk old man, are you?
You could see a really, really far way away, and then you will shimmer. And I've never seen Rebus shimmer, and he's a normal old drunk man.
Oh, getting insulted by your own teammates here, Reeves.
Doesn't mean it as an insult. I'm sorry to.
Yeah. Revis is 20. I'm pretty sure I might actually be. Am I younger than Zilly?
Zilly's 18.
Okay. Oh well, I suppose 2 years older.
She thinks that's old.
Revis looks old. He just isn't. Revis doesn't.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. He doesn't look like he's 20.
She sees the beard and the fact he drinks and just makes her think, yep, that's an old drunk man.
Cheers. Thanks.
Sorry.
Just want to say, by the way, I can stop any time. I don't have to drink. I'm a social drinker.
Okay. But I think we should mainly focus on what on earth this thing is. And she points to the guy.
Hey!
What, you called me cretin? Or was it
Called you a
cretin?
goat.
Yeah, I'm the goat. Although goats are cute, I don't think I look like one yet. I could try though.
No, you don't have horns.
Aw. Does Rose look like a goat?
Rose is a flower.
I can't tell you what you think.
I'll ask Rose when I next see her.
Okay. I don't. I mean, like her horns don't really go in like kind of like the what I would think of as like the traditional goat shape. So to me, she doesn't. But I guess only you can answer that for yourself.
I'll ask her if she's part goat when we see her.
Sure, I think that's a good idea. Anyway, you man, Jerkins, you said that there's a man throwing stuff in that off that mountain. Have you gone out there to investigate that, or?
Nah, no, I was too busy. Sorry, too busy.
Oh, it's okay.
Too busy fishing. Why not bother with that?
Well, I mean, there's quite a substantial reward for solving the problem, so, but fair enough. Well, I appreciate your on that. Do I get any sense that he's not telling the truth, or any kind of does he seem like trustworthy? There's no sort of indications of him being random. I don't know.
You can roll insight if you want.
Oh, I'm going to be so good at that.
Zillie's kind of like glaring at him hard. She, even if he is telling the truth, doesn't trust him.
That's a lot better than I thought I was going to get.
Yeah, as far as you know, he's
Okay,
no
cool.
reason for him to be lying.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I mean, he seems to be on the up and up, Zilly, and I think that your tactic of smacking him in the face with a tail was definitely the right choice.
No, that just bloody pissed me off.
But you see, we caught you off guard so that you wouldn't think about lying, so you just tell us what it was that you saw.
Why would I bother lying anyway?
Well, the people in town said you were crazy. So if you're crazy, then you might not know that you're lying, but you might be lying because you might think that you're telling the truth, but because you're crazy, you don't know.
What?
Exactly.
Zilly kind of looks to the old man and says, I think he just called you crazy twice, is what he was trying to say, and she's trying to be helpful to him, because she feels a little bad for hitting him on the head with a cobalt tail.
I'm not calling him crazy. I said that the people in the village called him crazy. But in fairness, it doesn't necessarily mean that he is crazy. You know, it's like you thought that I'm a drunk, and clearly I'm not. I'm just a social drinker. So it's okay for people to make mistakes sometimes.
I guess that's true.
Look, they're like tossing like giant boulders and shit. I'm not gonna go up there and fight that.
No, I don't blame you. Not at your time of life. Well, as I said, thank you for the insight. And you think that's what might be causing the earthquakes, or that was just something you happened to see? I mean,
Right.
did him throwing stuff coincide with the quakes?
Well, it like tossed it few minutes, few seconds, and then there was a loud kind of crash, and then there was an earthquake. But yeah,
Okay, all right. Um, cool. Um, looking at the lake, does it look like something we can kind of walk around to get to this mountain, or would it make more sense to kind of maybe try and get a boat to kind of go across the center so it's more sort of as the crow flies, so to speak?
it would. Hang on, sorry.
No, take your
Um,
time.
it would be fairly easy to walk there from the village because the mountain and the village, you would just have to be able to cross the river between them,
Okay,
which wouldn't
cool.
be too hard at all.
Okay, cool. Um, was there anything else you wanted to ask the man, Zilly?
Yes, I have a very, very important question for him. And Zilly looks very seriously at the man with her most serious face and says, What is your favorite color?
What?
What is your
Oops.
favorite color?
Ignore that. I don't know. Bloody blue.
That's a bit boring. She turns and walks away.
Why is blue boring? I'm
Because
gonna start following you.
a lot of people like blue.
Yeah, that's because it's a good color.
But if everybody likes blue, then it's no longer a good color.
I don't understand. Surely the reason everybody likes it is because it is good.
No, I like green and brown myself. Preferably green.
That's a good color too.
Lots of people also like green.
But most people like blue or red.
Some people like black.
Why? It's a bit dark. I mean, I like the dark, but you can't see.
No, but some people like black, and some people like white.
Hmm.
And then there are really weird people that like things like orange.
Hey, come
Ooh.
on.
Ooh, I feel like I've struck a nerve. Those are the people you have to steer clear of, Zilly.
Okay,
Never trust someone that says that they like orange.
okay. I like that advice because I don't like orange. It's a sad color. It's really lonely.
Uh,
I'm imagining we're just walking away as we're discussing this one.
okay. Are you heading back to town? What are you doing?
Um, Sorry, maybe I misinterpreted it. My interpretation of what you said was that it's easiest to get to the mountains if we head
Oh,
back to town first and then. Oh,
yeah. So you're trying to get to the mountain, so you're going to town and then going to the mountain.
uh, yeah, I think so. Unless
Okay, yeah.
was there anything you wanted to do, Zilly?
No, nothing I can think of.
Okay, I was kind of trying to mentally think of things to do because I'm aware that Rose will be in soon. So I was thinking maybe if we can find things to think of.
No.
I
Silly will
could.
likely go around town drawing pictures in the dirt of all her friends. And if you want to buy a little bit of time, Silly slows down to do that.
I think I do have a spare cave map that I
I
could
mean,
do something
we
with.
haven't actually. I don't remember the last time we ate.
No.
So we could maybe go back to the tavern and perhaps get something to eat. These hot dogs, and Revis is gonna kind of pull like 3 or 4 really squished, hard-looking hot dogs out of his pocket. I mean, they are edible in terms of like rations, but they're not quite. I feel like Warren's perhaps a wee bit more enamored with them than the rest of us.
Yes, I want something with a bit more good meat to it.
All
Like
right.
rare steak or raw steak.
I want a nice roasted lamb shank with roast potatoes, carrots, and gravy.
Ooh. I changed my mind. I want that. Except for the potatoes and carrots.
Okay. Well, we can head back to the tavern and see what they've got. They might not have very much, but we can always ask them.
And if they're really nice, they'll kill a sheep for us to eat.
They might. Cool. All right. Um, um,
All right.
well, thank you for your advice of talking to that Mr. Jerkins. He was an interesting fellow, and I think we have something to work on. Are you doing any food at the moment?
We can. Yeah, I mean, I'm the cook and server and everything, so yeah, I don't see why not.
Cool. Is there anything specific on the menu, or can we just kind of
Uh,
gabble about what we want?
a lot of it is we mostly have vegetables. We have a few different meats. It's mostly going to be farm animals because you've probably noticed we're mostly a farming village. Farming and fishing is our main exports. Um,
Sounds perfect.
so
Um,
we have pork, beef. We have a little bit of venison from time to time. Lamb.
do you do lamb shank?
I think we have a couple. Yes,
Oh, yeah. If we could have some lamb shank each, please.
of
Um,
course.
that would be super. I might
Anything
want two
else?
actually.
I want 3. No, 8. No, 24.
I don't
Yo.
think we have 24 of them.
No.
Well,
Right.
maybe we'll do one each to start with, and then if we're still hungry, we can always order more.
Alright.
Okay, 2 each to start with.
Um. Am I bringing you 2 each or 1 each?
I mean, if you got two each, that would be great. Yeah. How much is
I
that?
believe that is everything we have. Um. Well, for just the lamb shanks, they're about 2 gold each, so that would be 8 gold. Unless of course you want anything on the side with it.
Uh, I'll have if you got some like potatoes or some carrots or something, that'd be grand for a side for me.
Yeah,
Tilly, do you want anything on the side, or do you just want the shank?
I just want meat.
Cool. Yeah.
of
So,
course. That'll be 8 gold and 5 silver, please.
um, I'm just gonna give him 9 gold because yeah, I can't be bothered dealing with silvers.
Thank you very much. Would you like your change this time?
Uh, nah, you're all right. As I said, I really appreciate you looking after the other guys, so it's fine. Uh, we won't quibble over 5 silver.
Alright, let me get those.
Could we have
sorted.
a couple of mugs as well, please?
Oh yes. 1 second. He kind of pulls out a couple mugs. He fills them up and puts them in front of you. There you go. That's on the house.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna pass the mug to Zilly.
So
Uh,
he goes and tries to drink pretty much all of it at once, not knowing what it is.
it's a pint tankard of just some ale.
Or no alcohol.
Very yeah, it's quite pleasant.
It definitely tastes locally brewed. Like pretty much, it tastes very fresh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Wee bit of the hooch.
So he
Uh,
drinks it and gets a bit of a mustache from the drink because she tries to drink it all at once. And yeah,
well, as I got a long rest in, which is very exciting, I'm gonna bring out my tankard and use one of my tankard of plenty slots and repour another pint in each of the glasses, or steins, or whatever they're called, tankards. I don't know. I know what I mean.
Yeah,
Zoe
they're
is
just pints.
tiny. 1 pint to Zoe as if a normal person just straight up had 2 pints just, at
That's
once.
fine. See, now you know what it means to be a social drinker. You see, you're drinking because you're in a social situation with friends, and it's polite because we're all doing the same thing. It's got nothing to do with actually the drinking. It's just to do with the social situations, and
So
because you never know, you might die tomorrow.
he kind of hiccups and looks at you and goes, "It tastes a little bitter."
Um, looking around is uh, some people put like honey in theirs to kind of sweeten it a wee bit, but I don't know if this guy has any. I can't see anything, so. But
Don't mind it being bitter. It
ah,
just tastes funny.
well, as you know, some of the best medicinal herbs and things in like the forests and stuff have like a wee bitterness to them, don't they? That's how you know it's good for you.
Is this good for me then? Should I have it more often?
Definitely. I try to ensure that I have at least a wee bit every day, just to kind of like take the edge off.
Okay, make sure I drink this every single day to keep healthy. Got it.
Yeah.
I'll tell the wolves when I next see them again as well.
Tell me about your wolves. So how many of them are there?
There are. Let me find it real quick. I think about 12. Sorry, my description.
Oh,
Wolf.
don't take your time.
Sorry. There are 10 wolves in my pack, and I've been with them a very long time.
Is that 10 wolves including yourself?
No, including me, it's 11 different wolves. The alpha of the pack brought me in, but that was before he was an alpha. Well, it was when he was a baby pup, and his mother took me in, but he raised me when she died, and he got kicked out of the pack because of me. And he met his mate, and they started a pack together with me.
Oh, that's nice. So so like does that make you like does that mean that like you're like their auntie of like their offspring?
Something like that. I'm second, well, I'm second female of the pack. I help watch the young ones in the den, and I sometimes go hunting. But I was never as good as the wolves at hunting, so I mostly watched the little ones in the den.
Aye. Well, that makes sense because like wolves have longer legs than you do, so it's harder for you to keep up with them.
Yes.
Ah,
I never got to see, well, there were two cubs when I left. I haven't gotten to see them grow up. They would have lost their baby teeth by now.
hmm, I see. And this alpha of yours, he looks after you. He's good to you.
Yes, he has always been really good, wise, very wise. Yes. His name is Brokefang.
Ah. Well, he sounds like a very honourable individual. It's good to know that when our questing is over, you'll have something to go back to.
He is a very smart old wolf. He's 9 years old now, you know.
That sounds like quite a good age.
What about your family?
Um, well, um, shifter families work a wee bit differently. We don't really. Once we're born, we kind of get taken to individual areas where we'll effectively kind of raised by some sort of trainer or teacher to kind of teach us how to exist in the world and what our purpose is going to be. So we generally get divided up into ones to defend and protect, ones to do the kind of negotiations and talking, and ones who wish to honor our gods and discuss any of the more spiritual kind of matters.
Where were you? Were you in the fighting and protecting one?
Aye, I was. I started doing that from a very young age, and yeah, I did quite well at that. I actually qualified qualified to move into being an official Rage Wild at the youngest age that they've had.
Wow. Does that mean you're like a really, really, really clever one?
Um, I don't know if it makes me really clever. Makes me, I guess, good at understanding how other people work, so I can use it to my advantage, I suppose. But
Ooh.
mainly in obviously more combat situations. But it's a proud tradition. Rage Wilds, we're basically there specifically to look after our own and also to look after halflings and dwarves. We tend to go around visiting settlements of some of the little people, as humans call you.
Hmm. Can I ask? I'm not overly curious, but I'm somewhat curious. Did you ever see any halflings that maybe looked like me?
Um, Not ones that specifically look like you, but yes, yeah, there were quite a few tribes that we visited with halflings. Nice folk, always very polite, always very smiley, always very happy and welcoming.
And if you were such a really, really, really good fighter, how come you're here now and not with them?
Well, we shifters tend to have relatively small communities, so um, some of the more successful of us get we have a certain responsibility to kind of periodically go out into the world to find somebody to bring back to kind of keep the lineage going, so to speak.
So you're out hunting for a wife or a mate?
No, I've already found one.
Rose,
Hi.
has she said yes?
In the middle of you guys talking, you do hear the door close behind you.
Revis is just going to kind of look at you as in like, what would she be saying yes to, and what am I asking her?
Like if Rose would agree to go with you, sort of thing.
Yeah, Revis just looks like this is something he would never ever have considered in his mind ever. The idea that somebody might have free will.
Zoe looks to him and says, for example, when Brokefang was kicked out of the pack, he met Longwind and he had to sneak her away from her pack to try and convince her to run off with him. And it wasn't until she got pregnant that she was forced to leave her pack and they could form a pack together. But it was only because she let him get her pregnant that she went with us.
Well, I mean, it sounds like animals have it much more complicated. It's way simpler for our people. We just pick someone and then we take them back to the tribe.
Could I see your tribe one day with Rose? Tilly also doesn't realise that there's something wrong with kind of forcing Rose to go with.
What do you mean there's something wrong with it? What are you talking about?
Or there's something wrong with not perhaps asking first. So he just takes Rebus's words for fact and thinks, "Oh, okay, that's what humanoids do."
Well, I mean, it's what shifters do. I can't I can't speak for all of humanity and all of the species and things, but that's generally how shifters work. So it's we don't have the time to do things like that. We're not super long lived, and death may always come tomorrow. There's a common saying for the shifters, which is to the day yet to come, because you never know what tomorrow will bring, and particularly being protector and defenders, you have to understand that your life may be violent and short, so you have to live for the moment, do what you can. I think the food's here.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
food gets put in front of you. Silly, you got your two. And Remus, you got your two with your side as well.
Oh, super. That looks and smells fantastic. Thank you very much, sir.
I hope you enjoy your meal. It seems someone's left their door slightly ajar. And he kind of steps out from behind the counter and goes and fully closes the door.
Cool.
And then comes back.
So, so when you're saying when your wolfy friends, when they pick mates, they have to kind of get permission from the lady wolf.
Well, That's how Brokefang did it. Not all wolves are as good and noble and wise as Brokefang.
I see. Well, interesting. That's interesting.
But the female wolf often will attack the male wolf if she doesn't want it. So, yeah, the wolves are pretty good with that.
Oh no, the attacking's the best bit. That's how you know you're like getting to them. That's how you know they're interested.
Oh, to the wolves it means back off, I'm not interested. Does that mean if a humanoid fights you, it means they are interested?
Ah, possibly. I mean, it's very complicated. It depends if there's like a particular human that you're interested in or not. But yeah, I would say that there's a reasonable. I feel. I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe you can help me to understand how it is with wolves, but like, sometimes you'll meet someone and they'll kind of like you'll give chase because they'll kind of run away, but they're not really running away to run away. They're kind of playing, like you know when like you're having fun and you know you like chasing each other, but you're not actually trying to get away. Does that make sense? I don't know if wolves do things like that.
We do that with the cubs. We pretend to chase them and let them chase us to play with each other. But with the wolves, the adult wolves, it's different. They either um, want to be together or not. Though sometimes they play fight as well. But that's to keep their strength up and make sure everyone else is sure of their place in the pack.
Yeah. Well, I'd say it's kind of the same thing then with um I'd say it's kind of the same thing in terms of like with adults. It's just that when we're playing more um intimately, I would say. So you kind of still get that kind of playing, but you know, sometimes it's as I say, sometimes it's just playful rather than a genuine desire to get out of there, as it were, if that makes sense, I think. Rose is probably a lot better at explaining this stuff than I am.
What about all the uh, little fights you have with Warren, like when you have disagreements about the gold circles?
Oh, that's just playful banter. That's me just showing my affection for him. I mean, all jokes aside, I do have a lot of respect for, and I genuinely appreciate the time he shot me off that building, because like he needed to do that, and it was the right thing to do, and I asked him, and he just did it. And I have a lot of respect for somebody that can do something like that. I think a lot of people, in my experience, a lot of humanoids kind of can go a bit sort of I don't know. They can kind of hesitate something on something like that because they're worried about their friend, and you know, sometimes you have to just trust your friends if they say they can do something, no matter how dangerous. Sometimes you just have to let them get on with it, and he did. I appreciate that from him. It was a good show of trust on his part for me, and as I say, that kind of warrants a certain level of respect.
Why don't you tell him how much you respect him? I'm sure he'd be really happy to hear it.
I think he knows it's like an unwritten rule amongst men. If you like somebody, you tell them that they're shit.
I don't understand.
Do you like Warren?
I guess so.
Only guess. Not sure yet. It's been with us for a
He's
while now.
he's been not bad to me, but he's never directly bought me chocolate cake or given me anything like a rusty spoon.
I mean, I've never given you a rusty spoon or cake.
Yeah, but you've given me a different gift.
True. Well, I think he's a trustworthy soul, and I suppose if push comes to shove, I would rely on him to either put me out of my misery or fight with me to the death. And that's all I can ask of any comrade.
I agree with that. As long as he's happy to fight to the death by our side, then yes, he's a good person.
Right. Like I would trust you to put me out of my misery if I was in that situation.
Yes, like we did with Brokefang's mother.
Aye. Sometimes these things have to be done, don't they?
Yes. I would make sure to quickly bite your throat and make sure you end as quickly as possible.
You sure you can see my throat under the beard?
I was able to bite through a wolf's fur. I think your beard shouldn't be too bad.
Cool. Cool. Well, that sounds like we have a good plan and an agreement then.
If you are dying slowly, I'll make sure to kill you really quickly.
I appreciate that very much, but I'm not planning on dying anytime soon. And I'm quite hard to kill.
I would be sad if you died.
Likewise, young lady, you're not allowed to die on my watch. That's what I'm here for. I'm a protector.
You protect everybody. That must be really difficult.
Um, it's my job. It's what I was trained to do from the age of 5. It's my reason for existence. That, and obviously siring some new suitors to replace me.
That is a good reason to exist.
Those. I want to go into a private channel with you for a second, so we'll be right back, guys.
Yep, no worries. Welcome in.
Hello.
Lag one.
Mention nothing of me falling down the stairs.
Is that the only reason you called me?
No, okay.
Private.
So,
That'd be fun.
so, you wake up in kind of a small room. There's 5 beds in the room, and a couple next to you is Warren with some kind of doodles on his face, and Elwyn as well. And it seems like those two are in much worse shape than you were, despite you seeming to remember being hit really hard. So you could probably assume that they focused on you.
Right.
But as you come to, the nurses kind of give you some water and stuff, and then hand you a letter that they said was hand delivered to them to give to you. And yeah, they hand you this letter. There's no address or anything on it. It literally just says Rose on it.
Right.
And I will send it to you. Here we go. In this.
It took me a second to remember what happened. I was like, got hit pretty bad. Oh yeah. I was unconscious and fell off a bridge. some ideas to chat about with my uh, background and some sort of concept ideas around the my dad, I guess.
Right.
So, but I might finalise them a bit more before talking. I don't know. Depends what you want to do. Just chat about them
Well,
later.
there's the letter in the private chat between me and you. That's the letter that was handed to you, and you've woken up in this unfamiliar area. If you look at the window, there's like a river past like a small little farmhouse.
Right. Have you sent it? I can't see it.
It's in Shattered Realm of Dissaphar in the private chat called Aaron
Ah,
Rose.
oh, that bit.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay then.
Alright.
Yeah, it's good. Yep.
Okay. I'm assuming you'll get out of bed and start heading downstairs after collecting your loot and
Yeah.
everything, collecting all your stuff. Okay. And then we'll
I'm
join
gonna
back.
write my I'm gonna write my real life cold into Rose being a bit still under the weather.
Well, I mean, you were found floating down a river, so you know.
Exactly. Rose has a cold. Let me
Alright.
just check I'm not immune to diseases.
Okay. Now we're back.
Not off topic.
Welcome back.
I mean, if you want to
Hello.
place your character, I suppose. As you guys are chatting between yourselves, you hear some footsteps coming down the stairs to your left. And as you look, there's Rose.
Ugh. What happened?
Yeah, right there.
I feel rough. I got
Um,
a cold.
sit yourself down. We've started on some. I'm gonna kind of push the rest, my other lamb shank and some of the potatoes, over to Rose. We were just having a wee bit of lunch and discussing a wee bit.
Nothing.
Did you happen to spot Warren's face on your way down?
Yeah, was that Zilly? Doodling
Aye.
on his face.
Well,
Thought
you were
so.
doodling on his face. Thought as much. Didn't know for certain.
It wasn't much. It was just a little something to make him happy when he woke up.
I'm sure he'll be very happy.
That was pretty funny.
Well, you'll be pleased to know we're at the village of Nothund, where we wanted to get to. What happened to you guys back there? Obviously we fell, and I didn't see what happened to you guys.
Well, we got swarmed pretty bad, and I made the executive decision to either get ended by these gargoyles or take my own life by jumping off the bridge. So I was gonna jump off the bridge, but they got to me first. But it looks like fate was on my side, and I fell off anyway. So I'm assuming Warren and Elwyn jumped off too, considering they're here.
Yeah, seems to be. This gentleman was saying that they found the three of you by the river and scooped you out and brought you back here to tend to your wounds and things. So,
Oh yeah, Rose, you could put a long rest too. Sorry, forgot to say.
Oh,
You could
I'm
put a
still
long rest too.
unconscious apparently.
Yeah, you're technically still in death saves.
I feel like it. I still don't get how you survived the fall.
no, don't know either. We came to next to a river. Yeah, apparently there's somebody that's been conning people to go up that way to, and apparently there's periods where occasionally they recover dead bodies rather than people that have survived. So sounds like perhaps we got a wee bit lucky, but I'm interested to talk to that person that sent us that way again.
Yeah, I'm thinking I should have charged him a bit more than 5 gold.
Oh yeah, we need to deliver something somewhere, don't we? You still got that letter?
Uh, Rose gonna pat around her pockets, pulling out one letter, like looking at it, like, oh no, not that one. Put it away, and pull out the other one.
You pull out
I'm
the
not
other
going.
one and it's just completely like in pieces because it went in the water. And it's just pretty much completely destroyed, whatever was on it.
Yeah, there's no saving that. Well, 3 gold.
I mean, technically we've still delivered it, so you know it's here. I would
Yeah.
say that's not bad. Yeah. But anyway, we've spoken to this kind chap here, and we've spoken to a Mr. Jerkins, who's a wee bit further down near the lake, and he's told us that he's been seeing a man up on the mountains throwing stuff, and he thinks that might be something to do with the earthquakes. So we were just having a wee spot of lunch, and then we were gonna head over there.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah, let's do it. And Rose is gonna wolf down that food that Remus gave her. My last mouthful up. I'm ready. Let's go.
Cool. How about you, Zilly? You all ready?
100% ready.
Anyway, actually, just one quick thing, Zilly. Can you see how Rose's horns, they kind of go like back a wee bit, and they're kind of straight, so you can see how it's like not like a goat.
Oh yeah. So Rose, are you definitely not related to a goat then?
Um. Well, I don't think I'm related to a goat.
No.
Wouldn't really
Why?
know.
How come you don't think you're related and not you know you're not related?
Well, I don't really have any family, so I never really saw anyone else that looked like me, so I wouldn't really know.
Doesn't Rebus count as your family?
Yeah, you too, Zinny.
Aye, we're all a family here.
Hey.
Sure.
I bet the world burned for you. welcome to my family.
And you're all part of my pack.
Right, let's go duff up some guy throwing rocks, I guess.
I'm just putting it on. What? You're unconscious in a bed, in a med bay somewhere. Upstairs. Yeah.
Is that Elwyn I can hear upstairs? Sounds like she might be moving around a wee bit. Should we wait for her?
Rose? Rose?
No, Elwyn's still unconscious.
Okay.
So they're not joining us today.
No.
Okay. That's fine. Just need to quickly find. Okay. Oh, actually, I do actually have a map for this. I'm hoping I didn't delete it. I deleted it. Okay. Give me a second to remake this map.
No worries. Take your time. Did you know, Rose, that Zilly has like a family of like 10 in her pack? It's quite big.
Wow.
10 isn't that big for a pack. It's about standard size.
Well, maybe it just. I suppose to me it seemed big just because the way you said it, it sounded like it was kind of like blood family members. So people that you kind of like all. I don't really know where I'm going with that actually. Ignore me.
I didn't know families could get that big. Real families, that is.
Well, yeah, there have been 3 litters.
Sounds like some little lady has to learn to say no.
In 5 years, I didn't think 3 litters was a big number.
Don't know. How about you, Rose? How do you feel about the idea of 5 litters in 3 years? Or 3 litters in 5 years? Either way around, I don't mind.
5 litters and 3 litters.
Yeah, that's fine, isn't it? That's not a problem.
Sounds like an awful little babies to all have at once. I don't know how you managed to feed them all.
You guys would be on the southern side.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, this one's good. So yeah, as you guys kind of come to this part, the hill mountain is on the other side, and you can see it. But first, you have to cross this river. It's not very fast moving, but it is a big river.
Is this the river we woke up in? Or landed in, even?
Possibly, although it looks quite a bit wider, so maybe it was on a different stretch.
Oh, just pretend these are sandy banks, by the way.
Yeah, sure.
I know it looks like cliffs, but it's actually just sand going into the water.
That's cool.
Good, good. We should
Any
just
more
probably swim across.
Yeah, I don't see why not. It looks relatively slow moving, so you guys gonna be able to swim across too?
Aren't you silly? You a strong swimmer?
I can turn into a strong swimmer.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go for swimming, I guess.
Okay, roll me athletics, please. Anyone else that's rolling as well? That's swimming as well, sorry.
Uh,
Silly's gonna turn into a crocodile to swim across. Do I still need to roll?
I think crocs have swimming speeds, and no.
They do.
So, yep, Croczilly.
Just quickly sort this.
It's a crocodile.
Yes.
Rose, are you not swimming?
how deep is the water?
It goes back. The deepest point is about 15 feet.
Rose is going to take her cloak on the bat off and put it in her bag of holding,
Okay.
as well as taking her boots off and putting them in her bag of holding too, so she's not dragged down.
Silly heads to help Rose so that when Rose is in the water, she can hold on to Silly for guidance.
Alright.
You know, it just
Out.
occurred to me that I probably should have sealed up my bag, my pockets on my on my shorts.
I did think the river was getting shallower.
Probably should have put like the flaps over or something. That's why it's hard going.
Okay, there we go. Okay. I need a roll still, those with advantage.
Right, what's going on?
You alright?
So, yeah, just things went a bit weird. What am I rolling?
Athletics with advantage, please. And yeah, that's enough. Okay, you all get across very easily. Just wanted to make sure none of you are terrifically bad at swimming.
I was slightly worried with a 13.
You're a little bit slower, but then again, Rose did get help from an alligator.
Crocodile.
Yeah.
Crocodile. Oh, crocodile.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like I said, I needed to close the pockets. They probably filled up with a bit of water. Just have to squeeze that back out. It's fine.
I'll be putting my stuff back on.
Yep, that's silly.
Alright. Yeah, Remus, if you check your pockets, they're just like full of water.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like, yeah, sort of like, kind of like start at the bottom of the pocket, kind of squeezing it next to my thigh, and just kind of like run my hand up, trying to squeeze some of the water out.
Yeah, after a
It'll
little
dry
bit.
out. It'll dry out. It'll be fine.
By the time Rose gets her stuff back on, you've managed to get most of the water out.
Cool.
Still a little damp, but you know.
I mean, we're going up a cold mountain. It'll be fine. It'll dry out.
So, she doesn't melt. Turns to ice.
Ooh, I could use this map now. I didn't get to use this one earlier. You guys went past it.
Nice map.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you guys start walking towards it through the forest. You're blocked by a tree. What are you gonna do? No. Oh, I severely
Oh, left or
miscalculated
right?
how big you guys should be. Left.
Well, this is a very pleasant walk, really, isn't it? Wee journey, like quite pretty. Is this anything like the forests where you grew up, Zilly?
Yes, it's sort of like this. There are a lot of trees and a beautiful river and a pond we lived near.
Nice.
Plenty of space for you to frolic around in.
Silly seems very happy to be here and yeah, does relax and not frolic, but frolic a little.
Yeah, as you guys walking along, there's like a bunny that hops up to your side and kind of just stares at you, Rebus. Doesn't acknowledge any of the others, it's just staring straight at you.
Zilly?
Silly looks to the rabbit and says, "Hey, how are you?"
As you say this, without breaking eye contact with Rebus, it just goes, buddy.
What about Buddy?
Buddy.
Buddy.
No, it's saying bunny.
Bunny. Oh, Buddy, sorry. Yes, you are a bunny.
Bunny.
Revis, I think there's something wrong with this bunny.
Okay.
It keeps saying bunny.
All of you can understand it. It's speaking common.
Oh. Do I kill it?
No,
Oh. Well, you said there's something wrong with it.
doesn't mean we kill it. It's just really weird.
Bunny.
I go up to the bunny and give it a grape.
As you place the grape in front of it, it just kind of and inhales it, and it's just gone instantly.
Whoa!
The whole The whole time, it does not break eye contact with Rebus.
And this bunny reminds me of one of my old friends called Kirby.
Money.
He could inhale anything.
Um, I'm gonna kind of like squat down on my haunches and kind of look it back in the eye, and I'm just gonna go Revis.
It kind of like nods its head and then turns to Rose and goes, money.
Um, Rose?
It kind of nods its head and then turns to Zilly and goes, money.
Zilly looks to it and says, halfling.
Money.
Wolf.
Money.
Friend.
I think it wants to know your name, Zilly.
Oh, yeah, silly. Zilly. Not silly, Zilly. But how do you know which one's my name and which one's not? Do you know who I am?
Money. It kind of nods its head as it looks at all of you and starts kind of it hops away a little bit and then turns around and looks at you guys. Kind of standing there waiting for you guys.
I'm just gonna.
Do I don't feel like I'm good with animals. Do I kill it now?
I think we follow it.
Okay.
If we don't eat it, Rose.
I mean, surely you'd want to eat it. I mean, it's a rabbit, and you like wolves eat rabbit, don't they?
I've
Well,
not really seen a rabbit that speaks common before, so.
No, me neither. It's a wee bit different. Although I have to be honest, I haven't actually met many rabbits, so I kind of assumed they wouldn't. But I guess there's no reason. But yeah, we can follow it for a bit, I guess. Sure. Yeah. All right then. Let's follow the rabbit. Is it
Okay.
white?
Yeah.
Never trust the white rabbits.
It's got.
We're either
It's
gonna have
white with
one of the
big
craziest trips of our lives, or
big
we're
little
gonna die.
teethies.
Sorry, it's
Oh
white
no.
with what?
Pointy little teethies.
Oh no!
Did anyone bring the holy hand grenade?
I'm
brought the
okay.
rest of food.
Can any of you guys count up to 3?
1,
Two.
2, 5.
No, I don't know what comes after 2.
He knows of a cave. Let's see this
What
rabbit
counts?
then.
Okay.
It's alright, it's just a wee rabbit. We'll make some rabbit stew at some point.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Okay.
You coming with us, Lily?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to add that. Once.
Maybe we could profit more from it by taking it to the surface back in the city.
Maybe? I mean... Well, let's see where it takes us first, I guess. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
Starts hopping off along, like off of the path, off of like a weird path, sort of thing.
Alright. Yeah, Revis is just gonna follow it.
Okay. Give me just a second. Okay. As it's leading you along, it leads you to kind of like a small little stream that seems to head into a cave and stops there and turns around to look at you guys. And you see that there's a lot of kind of dead bodies around that have kind of been massacred. There's just been completely like torn apart, and there's pretty much nothing left of a lot of them.
Sorry, did you say that there's lots of dead bunnies or there's lots of dead bodies?
Dead bodies would be hilarious, but dead bodies is what I said.
Okay, yeah, no, I thought that's what you did. I was just double checking. That was my interpretation. Ah, so like maybe there's like something here that's killing its friends or something.
Or it killed
Buddy.
its friends. And now it's even more bloodthirsty.
You're not afraid of a wee little rabbit, are you?
I'm just a bit concerned on how it's talking to me.
In fairness, like Rose, how many wild rabbits have you met?
I think Zinni turned into one once.
I turned into a rat.
I mean, there's been a fair few on the market.
I don't know. I don't. Well, let's head into this cave with the corpses. Looking down at the corpses. Like, can I glean any kind of information from them? Do they look? I mean, like, have they been like ripped apart? Have they been partially eaten or torn up? Or do they look really old? Or do they look quite fresh? Any of
The
that kind of jazz?
closer you look at them, they look a little bit more like stones rather than actual bunnies, and none of them appear to be missing anything. But there's definitely something wrong because they're very detailed stones.
Do you know what I think, guys? I
What?
think that not only can this rabbit talk in common, I think it's a sculptor and it wants to show off its work to us. Look at the detailing on these things. This one's eye looks so real. You almost like feel like you could poke it and it'd pop.
Rose is gonna squat down and very slowly and carefully prod it in the eye. One of the statues.
So you copied.
Yeah, it's definitely stone.
I mean, that's quite an accomplishment. I feel like I'm not really into artwork, but I'm impressed by this level of detail.
I mean, all the artwork that I've seen, this is exceptional quality. I don't think I've ever seen someone make a stained statue look soft before.
I have got another thought.
Did it hurt?
Maybe this rabbit is actually somebody's like familiar or something, and they're the sculptor, and the rabbit's just like bringing us in to kind of like try and drum up some business, like how that Ewan guy keeps moving his building, his house, in order to kind of try and find a better location. Could be that, couldn't it?
Maybe.
I'm
Or
interested
this-
to see. Sorry, go on.
Or this is a practicing druid and they've gotten stuck as a rabbit.
That's brilliant. Zilly, you do druidic things. Can you get any sense of that, or like talk to it, or work it out, or something?
Louis, moves up closer to the rabbit and kind of taps it on the back to get its attention.
Despite it already looking at you.
Yeah, just to make sure it's definitely paying attention to the fact it's paying attention. Yeah. Then she's like, "Are you some kind of druid or humanoid?
It just looks at you and goes, "Buddy."
Can you nod or shake your head?
Bunny.
Can you say bunny if you're a humanoid? I don't think it's a humanoid, everyone.
Okay. Well, I mean, lead on, Bunny, I guess. Um, is this what you brought us here to look at?
They kind of like looks towards the cave, then looks at you guys and goes, "Bunny."
All right, cave it is.
You guys are heading in the cave.
Yeah, Rebus is just going to stroll in. He doesn't understand the concept of danger, I don't think.
Well, Bunny is gonna stay outside.
Is it dimly lit
Uh,
or dark in the cave?
it will be as you go in.
I'm gonna like follow, go in, but carefully and quietly for stealth.
You stealthing.
Yeah.
Can you roll me stealth normally? Because cancel each other out. You would have had disadvantage. Because you're wading through water. Damn. Okay. Anybody else trying to be stealthy, or is Rose doing this for nothing? Remus
I think
you just
copy
wandered
those.
in.
I I don't know. Do either of you stop me and tell me to be stealthy?
Silly disadvantage, please. Unless you have something to give you advantage.
Nah, sorry, I've got.
That's fine.
I'm gonna kind of sort of whistle, kind of get Remus's attention,
Ooh.
and sort of like help me get down low with hand signals.
Oh, right, okay. Sure, I'm gonna attempt to be really stealthy.
Okay. Roll stealth with disadvantage, please. Awesome.
We are so good at stealth, silly.
Yeah,
Yeah, Zoe's not
I don't
paying
know why I
attention
bother.
at
those
all.
two are kind of doing like that kind of classical like tiptoe thief type thing, but making a lot of noise.
Straight through the
doing it.
water.
Yeah.
Just splash, splash.
Whereas you found like a little edge that you're able to kind of like shimmy and climb across to avoid the water.
Just kind of like shaking my head as I'm looking at them and staying behind them.
uh, well, I think you know the deal when you see this pop up.
Oh no. Oof.
Oh, okay. They would have heard you coming, so I'll give you advantage on that shit.
Of all the places to get that 20,
Why did I
God.
say an 8?
It's not a bad one. Not a bad place.
I'm not a fan of going earlier in initiative. I never know what to do before the fight starts because you
Ah.
don't know for sure it's a fight.
Are we losing Rose over and over again this week?
Don't know. I mean, I've really struggled to hear Rose. It sounded either robotic or kind of like she's kind of fading in and out. So I haven't really caught very much of what she said. But I don't know if that was just maybe the microphone. It's not D&D if we don't lose somebody anyway.
Seems to happen every week.
Yeah, it's like our own little ritual.
That is something I need to ask everyone as well. On the subject of losing everyone. Of losing people.
Sure.
I won't do it now. It'll be some point
Yeah, yeah.
later.
Okay, cool.
I want everyone's opinion on it. Hello, Rose.
Welcome back. You're on mute at the moment.
There we go. Sorry, my phone's been acting up. Being a bit weird today.
Don't worry. That sounds way better now, actually. I can hear you much clearer.
What's it then?
Okay.
Initiative.
Okay. Well, look who's going first. Zilly. All of these are hidden, just so you know. You could hear them. You can't see them at the minute.
Okay, Zilly is gonna cautiously lead forward, not run forward, and just, yeah, 10 feet, sorry, computer's being funny, move 30 feet forward, and, yeah, cautiously look around. From
As you
here.
do, you see a man kind of like standing there, kind of holding onto the rock, looking deeper into the cave.
Hello?
No response.
Hello?
As
Person?
you do say something, there seems to be sounds in the cave that goes quiet for a second. Anything else?
No, for now, nothing I can really think of to do. Can't see anything other than the person, so, yeah, so.
Okay. Okay, and like almost immediately after you speak, there's a massive explosion of like squawking and like flapping as you see um, things start to kind of charge around towards you, kind of flapping and floating around in the air as tons of these creatures start to pour out of the cave towards you.
Zilly screams so the others can hear.
Okay. I need to make sure I move them all. I have made sure to not make the mistake of adding so many. It takes forever for me to do them all. That's a 16 to hit, Silly. As it kind
Ooh,
of pecks
16
forward
hit.
and just keeps trying to peck at you. It's kind of a weird combination between a lizard, like a chicken, and a bat.
16 sadly hits poor little Zilly.
Okay. That's 4 points of damage, and you need to make a con save, please.
Okay, 4 damage. Yeah, get rid of that. And then con save. Oh, thank God I got that. Please, please, please roll. Ooh.
How? Okay. You guys watch as kind of like Zilly kind of backs up as this thing kind of darts its head out and bites her, and from where it bites, you see stone kind of spread as she kind of like turns to stone. You're now petrified. Hang on. Oh, sorry. You're restrained as like you start to turn to stone. You're not fully stoned just yet.
Okay. So restrained.
Yep. That's their turn.
Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't mean to move.
Rose.
I'm going to move 30 feet here. And crank my crossbow. Actually, no, never mind. I'm gonna shoot the thing that bit Zilly.
Alright.
There's my crossbow,
What's it?
uncranked.
Ah, right, you got
Oh,
right.
yeah, sorry, you got it right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. The things are broken again.
13 plus 4,
17. That hits.
17.
Roll damage, please.
Plus 4, 9 damage. Plus stealth, uh, 4d6. Eight. So
Oh, I'm so sorry.
If
That's a
you
sad sneak attack.
that's 8 plus 5, 6, 9. So 8 plus 9 is
doesn't that work?
17.
Oh goodness, not as bad as mine.
What are so many low rolls?
Okay, but that doesn't roll everything. I see. What was the total? Sorry.
17 damage.
Okay. There we go. Oops. I've just realised I've given it 270 health. I meant to give it.
Yeah, that's whoops.
How much was it? 17.
Yeah.
There we go. I was wondering why I didn't lower the
I'll
bar
use-
at all.
I'm gonna use cunning action to hide again.
You'll have to move.
Oh yeah. Oh, never mind. Forget that
Oh,
roll.
actually, you have...
You used your bonus action to crank your crossbow, didn't you?
No, she decided
No,
not to.
I
Oh,
decided
okay.
not to.
I think your backcloak allows you to hide lightly obscure, but you did just attack from where you are, so I wouldn't count
Yeah.
it. Okay, so you don't want to move? Or you can't move?
I've used all my movement unless I dash.
Oh, okay. Then you can't hide, but okay. Revis, it's your turn.
Cool. Yeah, Revis is whoops. Yeah, Revis is going to charge in, and I'm going to. I'm going to shift to get myself some temporary hit points, because always like some temporary hit points. And I'm going to attempt to attack this thing recklessly.
Okay. Roll to hit, please. With advantage.
Alright.
$21 does not hit. No, it does.
So that's 11 damage.
As you kind of strike it, you kind of just split its spine and split it in two as you kill it.
Cool. Alrighty then. And then as a bonus action. Yeah, I got a bonus action list. I'm going to summon my Echo. Oops. Just there, I think. Next to that guy. Are you alright, Zilly?
Can I speak when restrained in this form? In stone?
Yeah, you're slowly turning to stone. You're not fully stone just yet.
Okay. I think so, but I am slightly scared.
Okay. I'm gonna slap that out of her hand and say, "Stop smoking that."
It took me a
Sorry.
second, but I got
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're here with you. I can see that your body's starting to turn to stone. Don't worry. I will protect you. And yeah, I think that's all I can do on my turn. So yeah, I'm good.
Alright. Zilly, we're back up to you. That's at the end of your next turn, okay?
Okay. So restrained. What can I do that doesn't require movement? Sorry. Should have.
That side is a cliff, by the way, boys. You'd have to. But actually, you have your backcloak, so you could fly up there. It is dim light.
Yeah.
Revis, you don't have dark vision, do you? Or do
Yeah, I
you?
do.
Oh yeah. Who
Yeah.
doesn't?
Tormek.
Tormek didn't. That's right. Okay. For some reason, I thought you didn't. Okay.
That's because I look like a human, and humans are boring.
Well, coming from a human, well, being a human myself, I can, fully agree.
Although technically at the moment I don't look anything like a human because I shifted, so I would look like part werewolf. But I can't be bothered to create a token for that. So
That's fair enough.
yeah, no, yeah, I love the idea of creating a character without dark vision, but I just don't know if I could ever do that myself.
Makes things a bit more difficult.
Nothing I can think that I can do. Can I still cast spells when, being turned to stone? And what's
Yeah,
it called?
it's restrained, so you just can't move yet at the minute. You can't move. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, and dex saves.
Oh darn it!
I'll take an attack roll with produce flame at disadvantage to the nearest creature to me.
So Revis,
Uh, nearest petrifying creature to me, because
yourself.
yeah.
The cockatrice. Yeah.
Shoot that thing!
Not petrified.
One hit with disadvantage then, please. I'll solve this.
I'm not petrified. I'm just mobily challenged.
Was that disadvantage? You got a
I
17
got a
and an 18.
17 and an 18.
That is some crazy luck. Roll damage.
Wow.
Considering
It's
I
the Wednesday session. Come on.
considering I failed the con save with a +4, okay, I think I deserve a little luck. Yeah, I hit the cockatrice. Creature, sorry.
You can call
The
it a cockatrice.
unknown
It's just your
creature.
character doesn't know it's cockatrice.
Okay, yeah. The to silly unknown creature, to me a cockatrice.
That's unfortunate. Again.
Anything else?
No, not that I can
Okay.
think of to do.
Roll me another con save then, please.
Okay, con. Sorry, con.
There you go. As you do this, you kind of like feel like you're kind of forcing the stone out, and you see the stone kind of gets pushed back, and you are no longer restrained.
Yay! Really weak and soft stone.
Okay. It's their turns now. This one's going to see this thing that's just appeared beside it. It's going to freak out and start attacking that. Oh goodness, I got a nat 1. I don't think
That doesn't
hits.
hit. No.
This thing
I mean, it is trying to hit a shadow, so it's reasonable.
this thing will go forward, see that as well. It'll also try and attack it. Okay, that one got a 20. I think that one probably hits.
Oh, actually, well, yeah, no, that's fine, yeah.
Okay. This
Yes.
one is gonna start flying. Hang on a minute. What is it gonna do? This, you see this one kind of like darting along the cave towards you guys. This one's doing the same. This one is instead going to fly 40 feet down here as it starts kind of flying, trying to get to you guys. That attacked that one, that attacked that one. This one just got here. Okay. This one only made 5 feet. No, that's fine. Rose, it's your turn.
I'm going to grip both edges of my cloak and fly up this ledge here. How tall is the ledge?
15 feet.
15. 10, 15. So I've moved 35 feet. Okay. Now I am going to shoot this one right
Okay.
here with my normal crossbow.
Okay, well, it's hit, please.
Oh, I did the thing again.
Yeah, if you right click it and then click roll, that should do it.
+18 4,
Yeah, that hits.
22. Let's get off the keyboard. Tap on the keyboard.
And then damage.
Well, 6. Do I get stealth attack or not?
Nope.
Okay.
So
6
damage.
damage.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You almost split the planet in half for that.
Great.
Hey,
Yeah.
every little bit helps.
Yep. Slightly graze part of it, and it kind of like squawks as it kind of moves to the side a little bit.
Do I have left? I don't think I do I?
I don't know what that was. I don't know what you said. I didn't hear it.
It's I have 40 feet if I hold of flight, my cloak. I flew up 15 feet. It's 15. So that's 15.
I think you were like here, weren't you?
I was like, there, I think.
Okay.
So I
yeah.
moved.
15.
Yeah.
Right.
So I've moved 15.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move 15 more feet and hide.
Okay. Roll stealth, please. Even though advantage as well. Don't forget. 19. Oh, don't know if that'll be enough. Yeah, that's gonna be enough. Okay. I'm assuming that's the end of your turn, seeing as you've just hidden.
Yeah.
That means it's Weaver's turn.
Cool. I'm gonna become Angryverse. I'm not gonna rage though, but I am just gonna kind of like run in angrily, and I'm gonna recklessly take a swipe at this one with the old Great Weapon Master.
Okay, what's hit?
Ooh, not great.
Ooh. That hits.
Ooh, oh, sorry. Let me roll that.
Surprisingly enough. I thought their AC was... for some reason, I thought their AC was a little bit higher than that.
23.
Cool. The other one you just obliterate.
Cool. And then with my second attack, I'm going to take a swing at the next one. Missing fabulously. However, it says here, because this is something I had completely forgotten about for absolutely ages, with a Great Weapon Master attack on my turn, if I critically hit or if I reduce a creature to 0 hit points, I can make an additional attack as a bonus action.
Alright.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to attack this one.
What's hit then, please?
That's a bit more like it. There we go. 17.
Does indeed hit.
Okay. And that's for 22 damage.
Nice.
And
Quite
then I'm going to action surge,
Okay.
and I'm going to smack it again. And I'm just going to keep wailing on these things.
Alright. Don't think there's any possible way you could get low enough to kill this. Yep. Low enough to not kill
No,
this.
I don't think so. And then I'm going to use the last of my movement to move up, and I'm going to smack this one again.
Okay. Maybe I should have added more than this. Well, that's nice showing your power off.
Damn it, didn't quite. 25 damage.
25.
Ironically, if I'd have been raging, I actually would have been able to finish that one.
Okay.
That's that's going to be Revis running through, screaming, and just being generically angry. And I'm completely ignoring the guy that I'm just kind of going past. So I have no idea what he's doing, if he's a friend or a foe or just someone who's dead.
He didn't even seem to react to you. He seems to be holding onto the rock and kind of looking deep into the cave.
Okay.
From this angle, you can probably see his face. He seems to be quite surprised and kind of looking down at something. That he doesn't appear to be blinking or anything.
Yeah, Revis is too busy kind of like running through, just kind of like screaming, "I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight."
How many have you eliminated? 1, 2, 3 so far. Okay. It is your turn, Tilly.
Okay, gonna move a bit round into on here. Oh, sorry, computer's being a bit slow. So move 15 feet there, and then can I move round to here? On here.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna aim for this cockatrice, thinking that Revis has the one over there handled. That's
Alright.
alright.
What's hit?
Yep.
What are you hitting it with?
Produce flame.
Okay.
Okay. No disadvantage.
Nope. You're not restrained.
Nice.
Unless, I mean, you can have disadvantage if you want it, but...
No. I'll take no disadvantage, please. I have a feeling I'll need it.
Oh, 1 second, guys.
Yeah, no worries, take time.
Thank you.
I mean, you could always take disadvantage for the cool factor, like you kind of like turn around and then bend over and like fire between your legs.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Well,
Oh, is this a different version of produce flame that we don't want to know about?
That's Rose's party trick. Just need a match.
Um, 14 does hit. If you want to roll damage.
Yep. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about damage. Gosh, there goes my head.
Yeah, don't worry.
Never have it unreliable.
Had a fever for the past 5 days, so my brain hasn't been going very straight either.
Oof.
Oh, bless you. That's rough, having a fever. That's a horrible experience.
7. -7. There you go. As it kind of into some flame, into some flames. But it just keeps coming at you.
Well, I used all my movement and my action, and I don't think I got any bonus actions or anything, so, that's it for now.
Unless you want to,
Okay.
like, Misty Step away or something.
Oh yeah, that is a possibility.
You're
How stable?
probably good, though. But
How stable does
This
the water
this
work?
is a stalactite. This goes all the way to the roof.
Oh, okay, all the way to the roof. Yep, sorry. Then
oh,
yeah,
cool.
it is cool. I'll just stay here and accept my fate, I think.
Okay. You sure?
That's the thing. Yeah, this
All
is a
right.
sound of confidence, right?
Let out the million cocoa trees. Okay. This one just got hit by Zilly. It's going to go for Zilly. This one I'll decide in a second. Zilly, that's a 19 to hit, and Revis has a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Zilly, 4 damage. Revis, 3 damage. And
All right.
could you both also make a con save, please?
Let's get above a 9 this time.
Alright, they both save. Only just.
I'll take it.
And this one will fly towards Zilly. Being the smaller target, I think it'd go for her. That's another. Oh, it's not another one. It's 22 before. Okay, it's 21
21 hits.
for a further 2 damage.
How much damage, sorry?
2 million.
2, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. Checking I heard you right.
And then another con save, please.
I don't know how good I can keep rolling on con saves.
That time it's a fail.
Yeah.
As it bites into you, you start turning to stone again, and it kind of like slowly turns its head round to look at you, Revis. But that is it. Are there Rose?
It's all right. Don't worry. It's been a long week.
I am going to use my bonus action to crank my crossbow,
Crank that sword
and
of one.
I'm going to I'm going to shoot this one.
Okay. That has cover, so roll to hit. That still hits though.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll damage, please. I was about to tell you to roll to hit again.
10
No.
plus.
Sneak attack, because Zilly's there.
And because I'm hidden. Oh,
If you right click it, don't forget.
yeah, there
There you go.
Hey, that's more respectable. Nice.
we go.
24. Nice.
24. You know what's funnier than 24?
25.
What if I
Okay. Anything else? You can or want to do?
Um,
I think you only have movement left, so.
Let me see. gonna move 10 feet here. And that's it.
Alright then. Revis, it's your turn again. Go finish him off.
Try to. We'll see. Alright, I'm gonna use my bonus action to summon my Echo. And then I will take a swing at the two guys near me. I'm not going to bother using Great Weapon Master. I'm just going to attack recklessly though, because yeah,
Okay.
I want to get those hits in. 12 damage to the one at the bottom.
Bump. Oh, actually I moved from turn order. It was just after silly, so.
12 does just about hit, doesn't it? If I remember correctly.
12 does just about, yeah.
Okay, that's, yep, 11 to that one. And I'll use my Unleash Incarnation to make an attack with my Echo. And 19.
Of course hits.
9 damage to that one.
Okay.
And I will attempt to kind of surround it and, yeah, just yell in its face. Something very prophetic and intelligent. I just can't think of anything right now.
Start like trying to say something, but it's just like a garbled mess, so it's just like accidentally spitting on
It's
it
like-
as well.
I'm just gonna scream at it like, "Get away from her, you bitch!"
Was that everything?
Yes, thank you very much.
Silly's turn then.
Okay, as it's close to me, I think I'll use Primal Savagery. Try to hit with disadvantage, if that's right.
Yep, disadvantage.
Why is that a disadvantage?
Restrained.
Oh, restrained.
I'm
Yeah, turn to
turning to
stone again.
stone. Finding it difficult to move. Oh, this. I got a 20 and a 19.
Wow. You can tell it's not Sunday, can't you? You can really tell.
Oh, that's
That is
I was
so
wonderful
crazy.
getting that 20. A 20 and a 19 with
Very
disadvantage.
nice.
And then I roll really low damage.
That's almost like me with Firebolt on Monday.
Firebolt is the worst spell ever, isn't it?
I always hit with Firebolt, but I only do like 1 or 2 damage.
Yeah, it's because like when on Sundays, like Rowan's been talking to me in chat, just like, why is my Firebolt always so pathetic? And I had that with Erasmus, I think, as well. Yeah, Firebolt's just a shit spell. It's like, yeah, you can hit, yeah, you could do a D10's worth of damage, but it's always like 2 or 3.
I think
Yep.
didn't the thing have like 3 health left, and I literally did like 1 damage to it.
That's the way life goes.
Oh, it's because my armor as well was Guardian at the time, so I had Thunder Gauntlets rather than like Iron Man
Oh, nice.
gloves.
These aren't firebolts. They're different. I've forgotten what they're called. Primal
Primal
Savagery.
Savagery.
It's poison. It's poison damage.
It's acid damage.
Is it poison?
Actually.
It says acid, doesn't it?
Acid, sorry, that's my brain failing me, sorry.
It's alright. It's all good.
Brain doesn't work. So yeah, that is all I can pretty much do. Just scratch it a little bit like some kind of rabid animal.
Roll me another con save, please.
Please roll higher this time. Please. It's higher.
Okay. You guys watch just after Zilly does this. The stone seems to spread up the rest of her body, and she seems to and become completely petrified.
Shut.
You're now petrified, Zilly.
Shut.
No.
Silly as stone.
Okay. I'm using your echo as the cockatrice, by the way, in case you're
Yeah,
wondering.
yeah, that's fine. No problem.
Because it is now the cockatrice's turn. Sees you, so it's just going to go for you, Rubus.
All right.
15.
No, I deflect it with my sword.
Okay. And that's its turn, so close.
I'm gonna grip the edges of my cloak and fly 40 feet here,
Okay.
and then hit the thing with my nightshade.
Oh yeah, you could shove it as well. Um, you're hitting it with Nightshade?
Yeah, 19.
19 hits. For 11 damage. And you kill it. It kind of, as you kind of like strike it, it kind of like tries to go back, but it kind of you still manage to strike it. So as it kind of jumps back, it kind of also falls off the cliff, and as soon as it hits the water, you see it instantly just and gets sucked underneath instantly, almost like something pulled it under.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Well, that's not good. This man, is he like okay in terms of is he a statue or is he?
He looks kind of similar to how Zilly looks now. You're out of turn order, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna check on Zilly.
She seems to be fully made out of stone.
Rose is gonna be kind of panicked, sort of like, uh, you know how you sort of like wave your arms around or patting someone when they're injured. Like, what do I do? What do I do?
Yeah.
And I start
Um.
rummaging around in my bag.
I don't remember when we spoke to the guy in the village if he mentioned there being a mage or something, but let's take her back and see if they've got some sort of magic person or something that can take a look.
Will this work? I pull out a health potion. What if I just pour it on her? Will it? Will that fix it?
I don't know.
As you guys are focused solely on Zilly, you hear a sudden screaming come from behind you and something fallen to the floor. As you look around, it seems this guy is like the stone has all gone away, and he's kind of come to and seen all these dead cockatrices and you. What? Did you come here to rescue me?
Who are you? No, but what happened? What happened to you, and what's happened to our friend?
Well, me and my familiar, I don't know where it's gone, but we got assaulted by these cockatrices. Quite nasty little beasts. Oh, of course, you already know who I am. Well, I don't need to introduce myself. I'm quite famous, of course.
Frankly, mate, I have absolutely no clue who you are, and I couldn't really care less. How do I help my friend? And your familiar bunny is hilarious, yet also strangely concerning.
Oh, so you met Bunny. Was he the
Yeah,
one that led you here?
yeah, he did. But like, seriously, what happened to you? Because you were a statue a few moments ago, and now you're not. So how do we do to you what you did to our friend here?
Well, he kind of like pulls out like a weird orb, and it appears to have like the position of the sun on it. Oh, oh. Well, it appears it's been about 24 hours since I entered this cave. Um, so maybe it's a matter of time, or maybe someone has a cure. But I mean, cockatrices are quite common in these parts. But I didn't expect to encounter so many in one place.
So you're saying our friend should like stop being a garden ornament in 24 hours?
Well, hopefully, yes. I seem to have.
Revis is gonna kind of like grab him by his jerkin and kind of just lift him into the air. You're gonna have to do a lot better than hopefully. How do we stop this, or get her better? I need something a bit more positive.
Look, the best thing I can recommend is taking him to, what's it called? Northold. Literally, across the river.
Aye, we know Northland.
They might have an antidote of sorts, but myself, obviously, there's nothing I could have done for myself. So don't assault me over it.
Alright. Sorry, I'm just, this is our friend here, and it's a wee bit concerning her having turned to stone. Apologies, sir. But yes, my name is Revis, by the way, and this here's Rose.
Well, my name is Sir Pierre Brosdeath, the most famous sculptor in the lands. And he kind of bows.
Really, you're not that famous. Never heard of you.
Pierre. You said your name's like Pierre.
Yes.
Not into the wind, I hope.
That's quite rude, my good sir, but funny either way.
Are you the sculptor then that did all the wee bunny rabbits outside? Because they are pretty amazing, I will say that.
Oh yes, I was making little replicas of Bunny, my familiar.
Oh. Well, they're pretty darn good, I will say that.
Why, thank you.
I'm gonna go and pick up Zilly, I guess, and just gonna sling her over my shoulder for one of anything better to do.
Now, technically, I think she should weigh like 10 million pounds because of all the shit she has on it.
Well, well. Okay, I'm gonna try and pick her up then. That's a better way of putting
Only
it.
146.5 pounds of stuff.
Yeah, so her inventory alone currently would weigh 1,465. However, for the sake, I will allow you to pick her up and move her around. Because
Okay.
it's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't pick up quite as much as that.
Yeah.
About a third. Cool. All right. I guess we get back to the village then and try and see what they can do for Zilly. Right, Rose? Should be alright, won't she?
Well, this doofus here can get out of it. I guess silly can. I'm positive. And if these things are as common around here as he says, then they must run into this problem a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, they're bound to understand, like, the local flora and fauna and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm just having a look around the cave first. See if there's anything worse.
Roll me investigate.
No, I
Investigation,
can't
please.
seem to find that.
Alright. Give me a second. You don't really find much loot, but you do find kind of like scattered along the floors like 19 silver pieces.
19 what, sorry?
Silver pieces.
Sick. And that's coincidentally going to be how much it costs.
Well, Mr. Pierre, are you headed to Northern yourself?
Well, no. I I actually deliberately came to these cockatrices. I wanted to examine them, of course. I wanted to make a sculpture.
Ah, I see.
Oh, I see what's going on here.
Well, you know, he got made a sculpture instead, didn't he?
Well, I thought the reason the I think the real reason you came here is you were hoping to figure out a way to harvest these creatures' ability to turn everything into stone, so you become even more of a cheap trick and become more famous in air quotes, and use that ability to turn anything into stone and pawn it off as your own art.
Now, why on earth would I do something like that? It's simply fraudulent.
I mean, your
We
name
have
is
some
Butler,
respect in the
so
art world, you know, unlike you tieflings.
hey, I respect how much money art can get me very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Buttscruff.
Oh.
I somehow learnt to do vicious mockery.
Against
You
the
learn a
DM, it
new
seems.
cantrip. C'est magnifique, huh?
Oh. Oh, the name is Buckskulf, but close enough, I suppose. And I'm sure you do, but a lot of your art is probably stolen. Although you don't appear to
Oh yeah.
be part of that group. Are you guys not part of the group of tieflings? I mean,
Do I
you
look
have.
like a tiefling?
Well, no, but you could have hat on. No, that's stupid. Magic. That's the one.
I am trying to study magic, actually. My friend here, I'm going to kind of heft Zilly up and down. She's been trying to teach me some of it. It's quite interesting, but
Ah.
no. Sorry, you said that there's other tieflings around here. Is that what you just said?
Ah, yes. There's a small group of tieflings that have been traveling around, stealing stuff from some villagers.
Well, that's not good.
What are you talking about?
They're going to be giving you a bad name, Rose.
Would I know anything about this group?
Let me check what you sent me last week. Yes, you would.
Hey.
Do you want me to say it here, or do you want me to tell you in a private chat?
No, private,
Okay,
please.
be right back then, guys.
Yeah, no worries.
It's not like
Oh no, I almost bought Zilly instead. um. Alright, so you know that when you were working for Matthias Hunt, Matthias Hunt, that he had a couple other tieflings as well that, you know, he wasn't as close to, that he had just, you know, hired, that would also go out and just steal tons of shit as well. And they were probably, like, you tieflings were probably the closest in the circle of thieves, and then, you know, everyone else. Still there? Rose?
keeping the freak out on the inside.
Okay, so I just lost Rose.
Yeah. That too, in fairness, yeah. Welcome back.
Yeah. One
Half,
second.
half.
Ah, here we go.
Yep, no,
Is it
Okay.
working again?
There we go. Right, we'll be right back again.
Okay, yeah, no worries. No problem.
It broke again.
Technical issues.
Don't worry, it happened.
Okay, can you hear me?
Hello.
Alright. So, you would remember that from your time working with Matthias Hunt, there were a few other tieflings as well. Weren't as close like you were, but they were probably in one of the inner circles of thieves and would be regularly sent out as a small group to go and steal stuff together because they were pretty good working in a group. And they would usually bring back just like a bunch of random art and stuff like that.
Right.
So that's where you would know it from.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, let's head back.
Would I know that? Do they have names?
Yeah.
Would I know their names?
Either I can come up with them right now, or you can come up with them when you want.
Yeah, I'll count them. I was gonna try and like make a character sheet for Matthias or something, and sort of
I mean, yeah, you could be a
write some.
side bad guy, yeah.
Not that I would like run in, but just so I can sort of portray to you a bit more how he is. My
If
idea of him.
you write like a whole document sort of thing and have NPCs and stuff in different chapters and stuff, that'll be helpful if you have the time to do something like that. But you know, obviously, yeah. If you have the time to write out your backstory a bit more, that'd be good. But you know. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Now we're back.
Actually, yeah, that's kind of...
Can you hear us?
It's so dodgy, and it's a bonus action. It's not even a full spell, so you're getting away with like kind of casting it quicker.
What's this?
That's cool.
Oh, it's like the most. I was kind of like looking at some feats because there's a new feat in one of the books that I bought that I thought sounded a bit broken because it essentially allows you to cast 2 spells a turn, which is kind of one of those things that famously you should never be able to do.
Right.
But then I noticed that there's another feat called Cartomancer, which is
Oh,
completely broken.
Cartomancer. That's from the Book of Many Things that I pre-ordered. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
yeah, and that's
a few books that I bought as well recently. I bought like
I
4 books.
saw. Very
Yeah.
nice, yeah, very exciting. But yeah, Cartomancer's just because it's such an ambiguous way of explaining it.
Yeah.
It's really dangerous in terms of theoretically what you could do with the hidden ace feature. I mean, it's 1 spell and yes, it's only 8 hours, but it doesn't tell you anything else. So theoretically, you can kind of do almost anything with that. Very scary,
Yeah.
but fun.
What was the one that you were looking at as well?
The one that I was looking at is called. I've lost it because I'm stupid. I want to. Spell Driver.
Spell.
It doesn't show. It doesn't show up on my list because obviously Revis isn't a spellcaster. But yeah, Spell Driver allows you to basically cast any 2 spells using one as a bonus action, provided at least one of those spells isn't above 3rd level. So I think the intent was so that you could do things like as a druid, you could maybe like throw out your main spell, and then as a bonus action, you'd then be able to maybe throw out a healing word. But if you're a sorcerer,
That's pretty powerful.
you can use quicken spell, which means you could throw 2 fireballs per turn.
Oh.
And if you wanted to, you could throw 1 3rd level fireball and you could throw 1 9th level fireball, because as long as one of them is under 3rd level or 3rd level or lower, you can do it. Doesn't matter, which is kind of crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome, but I feel like it breaks action economy a lot.
What book is that one from?
That one was from. Oh god, I can't remember. It's a shame actually, because there were a couple of kind of cool ones in there. It's also got things like Vital Sacrifice and Mystic Conflux,
Oh, yeah,
which I
saw
think
that
are
one.
much more fair. They're not official though. This is all kind of Critical Role stuff.
Yeah. Vital Sacrifice.
Hang on,
What's this
let
one?
me check the Vital Sacrifice is kind of like a mini version of the Blood Hunter.
Ah. I see. Oh yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, but I like it because it doesn't feel like it's that power. It doesn't feel too powerful, and it's got a reasonable kind of cost to it.
Yeah. We'll give Zilly a little bit to get back, and then we'll keep.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries. Yeah, and Mystic Conflux is basically just a way for people to be artificers without having to go down the artificer tree.
Oh really?
It allows you to attune to a 4th magical item.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I kind of like that too, actually. I feel like that's potentially quite powerful, but it's very DM dependent, so you can kind of it can be managed quite nicely. So I feel like that's a nice bonus, but it's not broken. This is all from the Tal'Dorei campaign.
Adori,
Yeah, that was the one that I bought.
I don't see that Mystic one.
No?
No.
Oh, I might need to share my content with you. If I forgot to. Although I thought I had all my content shared.
Yeah, I'm just looking on one of my character sheets.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it should be there.
Yeah, I might just be blind. Oh, maybe because I'm an artificer, so I can't get it. Actually, that's probably why.
Maybe, yeah, because that would essentially allow you to attune to 7 magic items.
Something crazy like that.
Yeah, yeah, and there's Flash Recall, which I think is a nice one for spellcasters, which isn't too overpowered. It effectively allows you to swap out any spell that you currently have for a spell that you haven't prepared that day.
Nice.
So it has to be of a equal or lower value though, so you wouldn't be able to like swap out a third level spell for a seventh, but you could swap
Yeah.
out a seventh for a third or something, which is kind of nice because I think for a lot of spellcasters like druids and clerics and wizards and stuff, you kind of never quite know what to bring. So it's kind of like a sort of, I don't know, Doctor Who kind of screwdriver moment when you can go, I can do that, because you only get to do it like once per short rest, so it's not like it's a permanent feature. But yeah, I'm kind of tempted to take that one actually with Aerith when she gets her final ASI,
Sweet.
if Rowan's okay with it, obviously.
Well, yeah, of course.
Assuming she turns around and says, you're not allowed to take Cartomancer, and you're not allowed to take that thing that lets you cast two spells in one go.
I'm trying to figure out what books I bought recently, because I know I bought.
I think you bought quite a few actually, didn't you? Because I saw it
Yeah.
kind of popping up on my thing. So I just bought two,
Oh, it's
just because it was on sales.
not even showing up on my order history.
I
After
think
April
they've
30th, here we go.
yeah.
Order history. Because I bought. Yeah, here we go. No, that's you might also like. I don't remember buying that one. Hold on. Right. I think I bought Where Evil Lives, Flea Mortals, and then I also bought what's it called? Hang on, I'll find out in a second. I think
Oh,
it's
was it Layers of Athoris or something?
something like that. It adds like the flamethrower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very nice. Yeah, I bought I think it was Storm King's Thunder and the Teldori campaign, I think.
Nice.
So, Frozen Sick might be yours actually.
Yeah, that is one of mine. Yeah.
That's yeah.
That's not a new one though. That's a
Oh,
one
okay.
shot they gave out for free a while ago.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Looks like Silly's back, so we can keep going.
Welcome back, Sally.
He's gonna stay here. Okay. Are you guys leaving the cave?
Yeah, I think we're gonna take Zilly back to the village. Yeah.
Okay then.
Is Bunny outside the cave?
Yeah, Bunny was there. Just looks at you and goes, "Buddy," and then just waits there.
I'm just gonna kind of like nod at him, and yeah, just found your friend, I guess.
He kind of like nods at you back and goes, "Bunny." If you just make me an athletics check, Revis, to
Hello?
see how you can swim across the river.
Oops, sorry, I'm struggling to hear you because there's like a lot going on the other side. What was that?
If you could just make me an athletics check real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Just want to see how well you're able to swim across with Zilly.
Not very.
That's enough. He's only small.
Small solid stone statue.
Okay. Yeah, you both managed to get across. We've established you can both swim. Those can swim with armbands.
Wow.
I never said I couldn't swim. I just took off extra baggage so it wouldn't be weighed down anymore.
I
But you
think
don't jump into a swimming pool with your trainers on, do you?
you just got burnt for calling him butt scruff.
Oh, maybe you should have named his character Butt Scruff.
Oh dear. Wonderful.
I did say I wanted to pickpocket him, but I don't know if you heard me.
I
And I
didn't.
rolled poorly anyway, so.
Yeah. He casts light on your eyeballs, so now you're blind. No, he kind of just like swats your hand away and goes, "Dah, maybe I was wrong," and then walks deeper into the cave. Yeah. So those with their armbands manages to get across fairly quickly. That's gonna
Whip
be.
out one of those swan headloads out of my bag of holding.
That's good. Oh, that's giving me an idea. Hang on. Okay. Alright, so you make it back to the village. I'm assuming you're going right to the tunnel.
Yes, I think so.
Because I don't actually remember which one of these is the village. Oh, it's that one. Okay.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna kind of plop her down on the floor carefully.
Oh goodness, you appear to have run into some cockatrices.
Yeah, how do we cure this? We met up with there was like a cave, and there was like another guy in it who was stone, but then he wasn't, and he claimed his name was Pierre
Bluff.
Buckskulf or something, Buckskulf, and
Oh, Pierre, yes, he's the world-renowned sculptor.
ah, well,
To be honest,
yeah, he he didn't seem to quite know exactly what to do, but he said that you guys, the cockatrices are quite common here. So,
Oh yes.
what do we do to fix her?
Oh, I've got some antidote right here. He pulls out some antidote and just like jabs Zilly with it, and it seems to like penetrate straight through. Like the tip of it almost seems like it's sort of like a cockatrice's beak. So it just pierces right through the stone, and as it does, you see from where he's pierced, the stone seems to recede. As Zilly, you're no longer petrified. There we are.
Oh,
Simple
Oh,
as that.
thank you so much. Welcome back, Silly.
that
You okay?
hurt. What happened? Wait, how did we get here?
We carried you back.
Oh,
You got bitten by those like birdie things, and then you kind of turned into a wee stone statue for a bit.
ugh, I don't like those birdie things. They're scary.
Aye.
I mean, it's kind of fortunate. I mean, you didn't have to meet Mr. Buttscruff, so.
Mr. Who?
Oh,
Peter Buttscruff.
we met Bunny's mate, I think, possibly his mate. Don't quite know, but we met somebody that like there was another person in the cave. That stone statue stopped being a stone statue and started talking about stuff.
Okay. I don't know if I understand.
Uh, don't worry, I don't either.
Just know he was a pompous ass. No, that's all you need to know. And if you ever
Okay.
meet him, just make sure to call him Buttscruff.
But
That's
Scruff
his
the
name.
pompous ass. Got it.
Yep, exactly.
Um,
Uh,
Well, At least you're okay. That's the main thing. As be a bit worried about you there. Especially after we had that nice chat this morning. I wasn't quite sure when you turned for a stone there that you were going to be alright.
Well, I would have trusted you to make sure I didn't suffer.
You didn't seem like you suffered when you turned into stone, so it kind of looked okay. But it's okay because you're good, so it doesn't matter.
Yep. And Zoe smiles happily, looking very strong and healthy.
Yeah.
Cool.
You get cases like this all the time. Probably be a little careful. There are a strange amount of cockatrices around here. I believe
To
Pierre
know.
was here to study them, but you know.
Yeah, he wants to be able to harness their power so he can fob off more art. In
Oh.
quotation marks.
Well, that'd be a
Yeah,
good
he
way to
wants
do
to
it.
become more of a hack.
I don't know how you came to that conclusion. That's very smart. That is. I was just assuming he was like, I don't know. Well, I mean, he said he was just trying to do it so he could make stone versions of that. I wonder what happens if, like, just as a thought, what happens if, like, a cockatrice picks its own ass? Do they, like, turn into their own stones? Or, when they're fighting, do they, like, stone each other? Or. It opens up a lot of weird questions, doesn't it?
The guy behind the counter seems to go, kind of deep thought about this. Just like, I'm honestly not that sure. It's a good
I can
question.
understand why that Mr. Pierre chappie wants to study them. Anyway, now that you're okay, shall we head back to that mountain thing?
As long as we keep our distance from any more of those weird bird things, yes.
Now we know to be on the lookout for him.
Yeah, no problem. If any of them come, I'll sort it out.
Alright. Alright, so you're heading back to the mountain.
Sorry.
Um,
Well, we had to get silly sorted. That was the more important thing.
I'm sorry.
give me a minute. I need to go to the toilet.
Sure.
Sorry.
We can take 5, yeah. If there's anything anyone else wants to do as well. Oh. My phone's wanting me to update it. I'll put it back, guys.
Yeah. No worries. Take your time, man. I don't know if you vanished away, but there's another feat that I found that looks very broken too.
Yeah, what feat's that?
In fairness, it's technically it's not official content, so it's part of the Critical Role stuff. But there's one called Spell Driver.
Oh, I think I've heard of that one actually, yes. What was it again?
Basically, you can cast 2 spells per turn, provided one of them is of 3rd level or lower.
Ooh. Okay, that's cool. Only problem with that sort of thing though, you burn through spell slots very quickly.
You do. I mean, I think I can kind of understand it in terms of the intent, because I feel like, as a druid or as a cleric, the idea of being able to do something offensive with your action, but then still be able to say throw out like a healing word,
Yeah.
so that you can kind of like be healing as well as doing something offensive, particularly because clerics and druids obviously get really bad cantrips.
Yeah.
The problem is if you have it on something like a sorcerer, then it means that you could say quicken a 3rd level fireball and then launch another 3rd level fireball as your action.
To be honest, yeah, that would just be a little bit broken. Not
Yeah.
broken, yeah, broken.
I mean, you're blowing through so many resources in order to do it, but it's breaking the action economy, I think, because it kind of means you could do a lot of crazy things with something like that.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Welcome back, Rose. DM's had to
Oh,
disappear for a second as well.
sorry. I just remembered I put a beer in the freezer for a few minutes to make it cold, and I forgot about it. And it's slightly slushy.
Fair enough.
Well, I did something like that. I put my drink in the fridge or freezer rather than just leave out on the side because I always have a full glass somewhere. Well, I use plastic cups because the amount of times I've put a drink in the freezer and forgotten about it and then had to wait for it to cool, except in a glass, it's harder for it to, well, not cool, put to warm. But if you put it in a glass, you can't, freeze it very often without the glass getting bad, you know?
Hmm.
So I use a plastic cup and I freeze it a lot. Also, the amount of times I drop this cup, it makes me glad I stopped using glasses because we would have no glasses.
I just
Gravity
drink it
can
straight out of the
raise
bowl.
straight out the bottom. Yeah, I can't do that. Other people nick my drinks. So
It's really weird, especially because the foam is kind of slushy. It's just
I
really thick and it
It
feels
just looks
weird.
like you've poured a really bad beer and it's a wed.
Yeah, no, that foam is
Yeah.
slush.
Wow. Well, as long as it tastes good, that's all that matters.
Alright. Shit. Alright. Just lower the alcohol percentage of it a little bit, it'll be fine. Yeah, I hope none of you get this bug that's been going around. It's horrible.
I mean, I caught a common cold, but that's because I went out to the rain and sat in wet clothes for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I had a good day. I do not regret actions.
That's all that matters.
If you guys want to
Yeah, I
continue,
had.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Welcome
I
back.
interrupted. Hello. Okay. Uh, you guys were heading to the mountain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. One thing on that, I'm very happy to continue. I'm just kind of conscious of other people potentially missing stuff. So is it worth maybe ending early so that Elwyn and Warren can be here for heading up the mountain? Just to
Um,
clarify, I don't particularly want to do that. I'm just offering it up as an option because otherwise I'd feel bad that they miss out on so much.
it's
Oh, I
up to
don't
you
know
guys.
what you miss.
It's up to you guys. It's whatever you guys want to do.
I don't know what you guys reckon.
Sure.
I mean, we could maybe. Well, do you know what we could do? We could always leave information that we're heading to the mountain with the barkeep, and we could just go and maybe have a peek. And if they feel better, they could always come and catch us up.
Yeah, so a scout.
Yep.
'Cause I
I
don't.
like that idea.
I kind of want to continue. That's the trouble. I really want to
Yeah.
continue.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
take a quote unquote scouting trip.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Alright.
Yeah. That sounds fair.
Before we go, I'm going to ask the innkeep guy. Don't
Yeah.
suppose you have any of those uh antidotes on hand that we could maybe take with us?
Ah, oh, they're a little hard to manufacture, but uh, five gold. I suppose I can give you one.
Uh, yeah, go on then.
Alright.
And I handed 5 gold.
Takes 5 gold and hands you a cockatrice antidote.
Sweet.
Nice.
I'll be honest. When you said before we go, I was honestly expecting you to say that you were going to go upstairs and draw more stuff on Warren's face,
Um, not a bad idea.
Damn.
or start
Should've done
ferreting
that.
through his pockets or something.
Speaking of which, yes, we'll do that.
You had to give the idea. We're
No,
blaming
no,
you.
no, no, no. Come on, we're all going. We're going to go and do some investigations
So-
looking for this wee man.
As you try and go up the stairs, you step on a delayed blast fireball that's been sitting there for a week. So, 10 million d6.
No.
It's all right. You're resistant. It's only the equivalent of 5 million d6.
Right. That's okay. I'm just hanging on then.
Oh.
I don't know how to spell cockatrice, so I put cocoa trees.
Close enough.
Cocoa trees antidote. It's a cocoa tree. Dunk. Turns back into a guy.
No, that's not.
You put cock and rice.
That's cockatrice, not cock and rice.
Cotton rice? No, no, never.
That is the worst way to advertise chicken and rice ever. Just gonna say right now.
Oh,
Never, never.
oh man.
Yeah, it was up in the.
Right, I'm ready.
Alright.
I'm ready to.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Uh-oh. You weren't supposed to do that, Matt.
That's okay. Don't worry.
I think I had a really zoomed in version of where it was just blurry, so.
Okay, good. There you go.
Oof.
Okay, so Rose puts on her armbands, Silly turns into a mosquito, and Rebus just runs.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swim. I'll just swim.
Silly won't turn into anything this time. She's gonna try and get across on her own merit.
Oh, okay, roll athletics then, Silly. Let's see if you know how to swim.
Probably not. Can anyone help her?
Sure.
Yeah, I give advantage for athletics.
With help, can I, yeah, roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Yay.
Lend Zinny one of my armbands.
Oh goodness.
And Revis one of my armbands too.
Well, I'm trying to help Zilly, so I feel like I'm sort of. I'm just crap, basically. I'm just crap at it.
Zilly doesn't really know how to swim, and as a result, she's pushing Rebus under the water.
You're surprisingly heavy, despite not being made of stone anymore.
I'm sorry.
You gotta kick with your legs rather than kick me.
What's the difference?
Ow.
Yep, Silly's trying her best not to completely drown Rebus. Sorry, not Rebus.
The really sad thing is I was actually going to turn around and offer and I was going to say, shall I roll with disadvantage so you can roll with advantage? So, nah, I got a 4. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. Not throwing that out there.
I understand. I get it. You just don't want to help me. I know.
You got a 4. You got better swimmer than I am today.
Rose, you end up in the bushes here somehow. Because that's where I accidentally placed you.
Again, that's
About here ahead of them. Zilly keeps moving around all over the place, and I keep trying to move her.
not
Touch
really
it. These two kind of manage to push their way towards the middle. Reeves is kind of helping Zilly along while trying to not get jammed by her. But towards the middle, it seems like they're starting to not really move anywhere, those.
You guys okay back there? As I sort of turn around and look back towards them.
I think Rebus is drowning.
I'm gonna swim back towards him and try and help Zinny stop drowning Rufus.
Okay. Silly and Revis, roll again, please. Once more.
Okay.
No advantage this time.
No advantage.
Oh, I did very slightly better. Wow.
Oh, nice! I learned how to swim.
You kind of. I think. My thought is you kind of just hopped on Rose's back. Because Rose, with her, pool dinghies and stuff, she's able to just stay afloat no matter what. Remus, your strength is probably a bit sapped from the being held underwater for a little while, so you're more just kind of floating there.
I'm fine. It's fine.
Oh, I got this, Rebus.
But eventually, you will get to the other side.
Eventually.
It's so sad when it gets to a point where you're almost considering blowing a rage just so you can get advantage on a strength check. Just so angry at the water.
He just punches
Stop.
the water.
Starts throwing a tantrum, which inadvertently the kicking and thrashing teaches him to win.
Yeah, pretty much. Just trying to attack the water.
Oh,
Just like.
yes. Oh.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful things.
Um.
Seven.
Oops. It would be helpful if I put myself on the map as well. Bunny obviously isn't there. You two obviously.
Oh, no more bunny.
That's okay, because I remember exactly which way we came.
Okay. You're back on this path again. You see it heads up, forward, up the mountain. Nothing to distract you this time.
Cool. Is
That's-
it to the north to the mountain or to the east?
East.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. Accept that.
Okay. How are you gonna get around this tree?
I'm gonna climb over it.
Roll me acrobatics.
Yay! 7.
She tries to climb on it, but her foot slips onto moss, and she just smacks her face into it really hard instead.
Ow!
Oh. Oh no, are you alright there?
I hurt my nose.
Your
Is-
face looks really bad.
Thank you, Zilly. You look fine. I was going to climb over that, but after the debacle of trying to swim, I just didn't feel like I had the energy.
Guess I'll just go round.
I feel like we're getting a really good lesson in not assuming that the things that we're good at we're actually good at today.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I
I
thought
blame
it
it on
was
this
going
cold.
great.
It's fine. I mean, I think once we're up in the mountain, I'm sure we'll do great.
Now, I'm curious how the scale of this will work. It seems to be fine. You guys
Yeah,
are
looks
obviously
cool.
on this path here.
Wow. That's nice.
Oh!
Yeah, that's good.
Oh,
Awesome.
wow, tiny. Thank you. Zoom
It
in.
was 500 by 500, and then I was like, that seems way too big.
Yeah. No, I'd say that's pretty much perfect. I mean, like, it looks like a kind of trail, and you can just about squeeze 2 people in. So, like,
Yeah.
as a scale, that looks pretty much spot on, I would say.
Yeah, that's good. Really good.
I'm sure you want to go
Alright.
early.
This is the mountain that you're pretty sure you was pointing at. It's kind of, yeah, pretty much what you see on the map. Rocky mountain that goes up. There seems to be a small trail.
I'm going to bed.
Roll me survival, people.
Survival.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually have proficiency in that.
So do I.
Your proficiency will be better than mine.
Well, it helps when you get a crit, you know?
I also got a crit.
Yeah.
And then
I got
goes,
20, just not a crit.
why did we do so well on this one?
Wow.
We all just...
After drowning, my senses feel very heightened.
don't want to drown again. No puddle drowning for today.
One of the ones that actually could help you guys. You got 2 nat 20s on, which is awesome.
It's so awesome.
Because I didn't mean to sound sarcastic.
Oh, okay. I thought that was like the sort of like, yay, thank you for ruining my surprise.
Oh no, it doesn't ruin anything.
Oh, that's good then. That's cool.
Because as you're walking along, you notice that there is very big footsteps. Like, some might
Ooh.
even say giant footsteps.
You know what they say about men with big feet?
They smell
Big
really
shoes.
bad.
My feet, my brain just went to big teeth.
Yes, proportionately, their teeth should be bigger.
I was thinking they just smell bad.
Oh, I've killed myself.
Oh dear. Poor dude.
Darling, my dear.
Oh.
Just dying slightly.
Yeah, just a casual death. Okay,
DM
that's
takes
good.
5 psychic damage.
Yeah, that sounds like a really miserable cold, man. Sorry.
Oh. That's a... Okay. Let me regain my composure. Oh. Why? Okay.
I'm sorry, T.
Okay. Yeah, you notice giant footprints. Okay. Continue.
Cool. That doesn't seem fantastic. Can I? How big are the footprints? I mean, like, can I lie down in them?
Um. Uh, I'm gonna say yes, but I might be wrong.
Can Zooey lie down in them? Tiny as
Definitely.
she is.
Definitely.
Yeah, Zooey lies down in one of the footsteps.
Okay. Well, that could be a very good reason why the Earth is shaking.
Note to self. Don't let Zilly get too close to
Why
the big
not?
guy.
To
Just
be
try
honest,
not
at
to
the
get
moment,
stepped
I'm
on.
thinking just note to self: don't look up.
I hope he's not Scottish.
You know, I will say one thing. Actually, you know, we've been saying he. We don't know it's a he.
I hope she's not Scottish.
I hope they're not Scottish.
What's a Scot?
I don't know. I just read they like to wear dresses and skirts with nothing underneath.
I suppose it depends who's doing it. Are you going to start doing that?
I don't know. Are you gonna buy me a kilt?
Apparently, someone is. Sounds like I don't need to. It's already gonna happen. Oh dear.
You guys can feel free to keep moving up the mountain as far as you like. I've got certain checkpoints on my map for checks.
Okay.
Go straight to the peak.
I mean, if you're going to be going around wearing skirts and dresses with nothing underneath, I'll be taking a peek too.
Okay. This time, you don't need to make a check because if you want to investigate a bit closer, you can. But you notice that in the ground here is kind of like a crater, and there's like a big old boulder in this crater. It's like completely kind of broken apart some of the floor and around it. Rose, you're pretty sure this is definitely a rock?
It's not just a boulder, it's a rock.
Anybody else want to investigate it? Or are you going to keep going?
Yeah, well, I kind of do want to investigate it, but I don't know why, which makes me think I shouldn't roll. Why would Revis want to investigate a boulder?
Can I have Zilly like try and lick it to identify it?
Ugh. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, investigation. Shh. 8.
Yeah, you're pretty sure this tastes like a rock?
Mm. This rock is very rocky.
I yeah, actually no, I won't roll because I really can't think of any good reason why Revis would check it. So I'd just be rolling to try and get more information, which feels cheaty.
Alright, fair enough.
Sorry, I can't think of a reason why I'd investigate it.
Good,
Sorry,
you're being
guys.
honest.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Okay
I
then.
like fun.
Alright, you can keep going.
Yeah, just keep exploring.
Oh yeah, I need to
See
check
how
something.
far we get.
What is this? Where did this come from? That wasn't there a second ago. Oh, that's not good for you guys.
Oh.
Why am I
Okay,
scared?
could you all roll me a dexterity save, please?
Oh no.
Yay, I get those with advantage.
Dex
I did
save.
badly on both.
Ooh.
Wow,
Although
we
not
have
as
two
badly as some.
fails.
I'm guessing this is where we wanted to get some more high rolls, right?
Rose is the only one that managed to like hear like a strange kind of rumbling sound, or like a rumbling through air sort of sound. I don't really know how to explain it. And is able to react fast enough to jump out of the way, but it pretty much clips you two, as this another boulder just boom and smacks into the ground, kind of beside you, as a massive rumble kind of fills the area. That's 18 damage to you, Zilly, 19 damage to you, Revis.
How much damage?
Ooh.
18 or
1
80?
8.
1-8, okay.
1-8.
I thought you said 80 and I was like,
Yeah, 80. Making it count. No.
Ow!
ow, yeah, ow.
Stupid boulder.
Yeah, so that's another boulder that's just struck into the ground pretty much right next to you.
Uh,
Oh.
Are you guys okay?
yeah, sure, I kind of caught my toe a wee bit. But it's fine. I feel like I should be screaming at somebody to stop, and I also feel like I shouldn't.
Can I look up the mountain to see if I can see where this boulder came from?
Yeah, you can. Roll perception.
Perception. Yeah, I like that one. I like that investigation one. Oh.
You're looking. Yeah, there only appears to be like some rocks in front of you. I mean, one of them might have like exponentially gotten bigger and flown out of the wall.
From this wall, there's no big holes missing.
I'm thinking maybe we should be closer to the wall if we're gonna be climbing, as you know, maybe it'll like, make it less likely for stuff to land on us.
Isn't that where the rocks are coming from, the walls?
Well, I think they're coming from further up, but I mean, it's not like there is a huge hole in the wall to signal where the boulder came from.
Well, I guess so. You okay there, Zilly?
I feel a little dizzy.
Do you need a little pick-me-up?
I'm okay for now, but I didn't like whatever that was.
Go on, Zilly, stick close.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna Revis is gonna kind of try to sort of hug the wall.
Okay.
Well, not hug the wall, but kind of like stay a lot closer to the edge of the cliff face, in the hopes that that maybe provides a little bit of extra protection.
Alright then. With these last
Do you guys
survivors-
hear anything, by the way?
Do we hear anything?
Um. You hear another boulder hit the. You've left Zilly behind, but you hear another boulder hit down here, and then you hear kind of like stomping, or that seems to be getting a little bit louder, almost like it's coming towards you.
I don't like this sound. It sounds big and scary.
Yeah. Doesn't sound great, if I'm being honest.
I mean, it's why we came up here to find out the problem. It seems like it's clearly somebody throwing some big ass boulders around.
I don't know if we're strong enough to fight it on our own, though. Maybe we should wait for the others.
Sure, we could do that if you want.
My brain just took me back to the bigger the feet, the bigger the teeth.
That line will go down in legend.
Somebody adding that to the DM quotes.
Oh, yeah, this is the one. Wait, which one has the DM quotes?
Should be this one. Or is that this one? Here we go. Yeah, this one.
That's yet another D&D group, isn't it?
I might as well add it to this one as well. Right?
There you go.
The bigger the feet, the bigger the teeth. Oh. I don't even know why that popped into my head. It just did.
It works, it works.
Yeah, I think it's perfectly reasonable.
It's fair, it's true.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I remember Red Riding Hood after she explained how big her grandma's feet were. She then said how big her teeth are.
Red Riding Hood is the most accurate of stories there are.
Are you suggesting it's like fiction or something?
Yeah.
Wolf in your grandmother's nightie? No, completely normal. I can see that happening every day of the week.
That's
I'm pretty
That's
sure Zilly's
history.
grandmother would have been a wolf in a nightie.
Okay, that's touche. I can't. Well, I can't beat that.
Is this a convenient moment then? It sounds like we might want to wait for the other guys.
Yeah, if you want to. It's up to you. I leave it to you guys. So.
Yeah, I think I would feel bad for missing out, like making them miss out on like an epic battle, and it sounds like it might be.
It does sound like it was going to be a really cool battle.
Yeah.
Or at
Alright.
least scary.
Oh dear, very, very funny.
So, of all creatures that could have been bigger with feet, why teeth? That's like the furthest thing from a foot there is. And a squishy eyeball.
Uh, I don't even remember what I was thinking before. I just remember you say the bigger the feet, and then my brain's just like, oh, the bigger the teeth. And I was like, what? No, that makes what?
I think this is that wondrous level of invention that comes from your head when you've been really, really ill and you're partially on medication and you're partially tired and you can't really quite think straight.
Oh,
Wonderful. Well, as always, big thank you to our illustrious dungeon master, and I do hope you feel better soon because I know how shit it feels when you kind of keep coughing and everything. So
yeah.
yeah, hope you feel better.
thank you.
Rose, I hope you feel better too.
Thanks.
Silly, I hope you feel better too. Really, it's being up north. You guys are still sick.
Nothing wrong with being sick. It gives you an excuse to pet cats all day.
Unfortunately, I think my boss still wants me in work tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh, bless you, man. Well, do take care of yourselves, and I hope you guys all feel better soon. Best wishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, hope you're all better soon too, with the exception of the one of you that's well. And yeah, thank you, DM, for awesome session, and you two for good jokes.
Thank you all for being there.
Yeah. I see. So you want me to get sick? That's what that sounded like to me. It's like, best wishes to all of you apart from the healthy one. You can just fuck off.
Does the healthy one need to be wished better?
I might want to know that you care.
Well, Remus, I hope you get well soon.
Thank you.